Hello, friends. How
Hello.
is everybody? Welcome in. It's another Coleman Collective. What's kicking? We're exhausted. We're
Yeah,
so tired.
who else is tired?
Yeah, I am just ready for a little vacation. How about you?
Oh yeah, big vacation. It's hot today, but not so hot that we can't go outside and sit on the patio and watch the
Yeah,
sunset. So
yeah.
it's very hard staying right here at the table. So
Well, definitely when we get done with the sale, we'll probably go out to the patio and chill. But the only drawback with sitting on the patio right at the moment is these little yellow flowers in the field behind our house are blooming. And I woke up this morning, my face was swollen, like I can't hardly breathe. And this is with my allergy pills. So I'm just like, oh, yes, Mr. Coleman did get a new haircut, looking so good. I love it.
summer due. Gotta have a little less. I don't know how you do it, Sarah. You've got such thick hair. Like it
I
kills me
know.
with hair.
I know. It's warm. I did wear
Really
it down. We went to a concert a couple nights ago and I did wear it down. And I did that so I could headbang a little bit if I wanted to. And I did. But
Yeah,
yeah, my neck paid for it and my hair was really hot.
yeah.
So
My neck's still a little out.
yeah, yeah. So hi guys, welcome in. Oh, we are pooped and we are allergy ridden. But aside from that, we're doing great. We've had such a good week. I hope you guys have too. Happy hump day. Hello, hello. Yeah.
So yeah, actually, I hear it right now.
Yes. That's super funny that you said that because wordsmith suicidal tendencies, which I'm probably not even supposed to say on camera or something because the first name, but them and Pantera and Metallica together. By the end of that 6 hour little block of time, we were both like, ooh.
Yeah, ringy, ringy.
Yeah, but we're so old from so many concerts anyway, and partially deaf from concerts anyway. We're good. So
Yeah.
wonderful time, wonderful legends we got to see. If you are a Metallica fan, I highly recommend this tour. It is everything you had hoped it would be and more, especially if you like their stuff from the 80s and like 1990 on. Oh, it was just, yeah, good times, good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So, welcome in, friends. It is great to see everybody. Let's see who we've got in the house. Guys, Holly Parker is our rockin' bed ender tonight because our girl Lisa is on vacay. She is with the fam down in Florida, living it up, having a good time. So, Holly, thank you so much for being our bed ender tonight. You rock. And if you are new to this, I know like 99% of you are not, but if you are, or you're a lurker, or you just stumbled in here, welcome. Feel free to say hi in the chat. We want to welcome you here. And definitely include your YouTube name, your real name, your shipping address, and your PayPal email. Thank you, Holly, for the reminder. If you don't have PayPal, don't stress. You can pay with any major credit card and you're good to go. All right. So this is our email, Ttbsarahc, that's Sarah with an H, at gmail.com. Make sure to email us that info. And thank you so much, Holly, again for bid ending tonight. If you have not remembered already, make sure that you're in live chat or what we call all messages, not top chat. Top chat can filter your bids. So if you exit to refresh, you have to go back in and select all messages. Again, great reminder, HP. Thank you so much. And no, just in case bids. And make sure if you are on Facebook, you have a Facebook. Join us over there. We have a private Facebook group where we post pictures of our finds. And we all just kind of visit with each other throughout the week and so on. So definitely check out the Facebook group. And of course, we do have an eBay store and a merch link. Thank you, Holly, for dropping all those links at the top of the chat. If you can't find the links, don't worry. They are also in the description of the video. So, hi, Shannon Farrar. Welcome in. Thank you, Holly, for all of that. Much appreciated. And as always, we are trying to get to 100 thumbs up on the broadcast tonight. So, if you would, please hit that thumbs up button, and that will help us in the algorithm. We don't know how, but it will. We just know it. So
They say to do it, and they will come.
that's
And
right.
looks like it's happening. So,
Hi, Brian. How's it going? Good to see
hey,
you. There's our girl, Victoria. She will be back at Polly Parker tonight, as well as Amy. I know she's here somewhere. So hello. There she is. What's up, Wildflower? I know, about to get real. What are we, 11 days, 10 days out, something like that? So good to see you as well, Amy and Victoria and Holly, the mod squad. If they have a wrench and you have a question, feel free to ask them. They are here to help. Hi, Ginger. How's it going? It is wonderful to see you.
Ginger.
Gail Gad. Yes. Hello. And to Steve upstairs. Gail and Steve watching on 2 different TVs. I love it. Hello, my dearest Arvuvu. Welcome in. Wonderful to see you. And Dimkin. Hello. How are ya? How's it going? Let me know if you got that cruel hung yet, Anne, and framed. Hi, B. How's it going? B. Castro in the house. Elaine Linney, hello. Good evening to you. I know, yes, David got a haircut, and I'm sure that feels pretty darn good for summertime.
It does feel good. Yeah.
Yes.
Better.
Yes, dude. Hello, Mary Hand. Hello. Great to see you. Welcome in. Yes, as you're filtering in tonight, guys, throw that thumbs up. It is free. And subscribe if you have not already. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. Scrolling down. There's Bree. Hi, Bree. How are you? Welcome in. Bree, are your allergies just on fire right now up in New York? Down here?
Yeah.
It's crazy. Like, I woke up this morning and literally thought I was sick, but it's just allergies.
Yeah, the cottonwoods are flying. So
Yes, they are. Nettie, what's kicking? Hello, Robin Cormier. Hello. Oh my gosh, I know.
yeah.
Yes, we just live for concerts, Wordsmith. Same thing. We always try to hit a couple every summer. And yes, our next one is 9 Inch Nails. So pretty excited about that upcoming one too. Going to be good. Hey, Coco Girl, what's going on? Great to see you. Terry Valenti and Lisa Day. Hello, friends. Nice to see you all in the house tonight. Thank you guys all for being here. Yes, Terry, he did. Such a good look. I know. I love it. He came home and he had like short curly hair. And I was like, who is this Mayan? Yeah.
Well, and after the haircut, he put a bunch of stuff in it, and it was greasy, and I was like, no, I can't do that. So it's a little frizzy, kind of looked like a English teacher, not an English teacher, but like the student aide. Like,
no, you do not. You look adorable. David earlier goes, I feel like maybe I look like a librarian or something. I'm like, you do not.
I'm gonna go check the microfiche. I'll be right back.
That'll make you feel old, the microfiche. Ooh, digging in the archives.
Yeah.
Hello, Jeff Beasley. What's up? What's the tea, honeybees? Good to see you, doll. Great to be here. There is another mod in the house. Phil, how are you, hun? How are you? Great to see you. Hair models. That is hysterical.
Yeah.
We just have a lot of hair, both of us. We really do.
I like to go to the salon. So.
Oh, thank you guys. And that is a great reminder. Holly Parker said, hit those emojis in the chat box. Not type in an emoji and hit enter, but actually hit those little emojis. That stuff helps too. That is a great reminder. Happy early 4th of July, guys. I hope everybody gets the day off. It's pretty nice because it's Friday too. So start of a nice long weekend for everyone. Have fun and be safe celebrating. Hello. Welcome in. Bree said, yes, last night felt the allergies. Probably, yeah. Girls made it safe today to Arizona. Good deal. That's great, Bree. Awesome. Any Red Rocks? Not recently. I think. When was last time we were at Red Rocks, babe? Was it last year?
It was yeah, it was last year.
Yes.
Yeah, give me the grad student cut. I was like, have you ever seen that one movie with Robin Williams? Something about, he gets on the desk, and then I have them say it. So.
Good Will Hunting. Yes.
Yeah, I make them say it because it's funny.
You are so silly. You are so silly. Oh my God. No, you look great. My woodworking teacher had hair like yours, David. There we go. Our boo-boo.
Did he also have an arm that was kind of like, did he cut off half of his arm?
Aw. Actually, my woodworking teacher, our shop teacher, Nilai, in high school, would take out his glass eye and show it to people. Hey kids, look at this. And you'd be like, what? Like, man, Mr. Cheryl, put your eye back in. It was the 90s. No one cared. Yeah. David, the teaching assistant. Oh, you guys are funny. My job, there's a whiteboard where everyone counts down to their next concert. Lisa, I love that. That is so fun. We should do that here.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Looks like a professor. Dead Poets Society. Okay, we got it now. You guys are killing me. Hi, Diane.
Awesome.
Kicking. Good to see you. Oh my God. George, what's going on? Our dear George friend. Great to see you in the chat as well, my dear.
Okay.
Alex, what's going on? You didn't miss a thing. We just got started. Nothing. Zero. Yeah. We were talking about Metallica. We were talking about, I don't know.
Society.
Yes, I am so sleepy tonight. So if I just completely am a mess tonight, I apologize. I need a nap or like 4.
I'm going to do what they used to do in the Army. I'm going to make you stand up and sell your items. They used to say, Sergeant Coleman, stand up, because I fall asleep.
For whatever reason, I thought you were going to say, I'm going to make you stand up and shave your eyebrows. And I was like, no, you're not. No.
Members only, babe.
Oh my goodness, y'all are so silly. Yes.
I'm getting ready just for you, Alex.
There you go.
Esa bonita.
Oh, did we just start? Yes, we are already slightly off the rails because we're coming into this a little sleepy, and my allergies make me feel like I've got a big like pillow on my head. Mm-hmm. So yes. You were the star student until you cut your wood project shark fin. Yeah, I agree. Oh my God, I know we should have power napped earlier, but alas, we did not. I've been listing stuff like crazy on eBay the last couple days too. So if you haven't checked out the eBay store, and you're in the market for some funsies, I put some vintage Christmas over there. I think the last of the vintage Halloween sold this week. There's just a bunch of stuff over there. Go check it out.
Yeah, there's a few Halloween items still.
Yes.
Big Skeleton Bob, he's still out there.
Big Skeleton Bob, that's right. If you need a blow mold skeleton in your life for Halloween, it is on eBay. Yes. Don't tell Amy I'm most excited for our day. Yes, Alex and David are going to Casa Bonita, and it's going to be a whole thing. But us girls are going to stay home that day and moo-moos and do face masks, and we're going to be crafting. So
here's the deal. I don't.
You tell me who's going to have more fun.
You guys, probably until, no, it's going to be us, because you guys have to clean up the mess, all the glitter, all that crap before we come back to the house.
Okay, funny story. So Holly was here for New Year's, and David and I had gotten some rain the other night, and we were out on the patio after the rain, and I look at our little red path that like cuts our yard in half, and I was like, what the heck? What are those little sparkly things on the red path? It is the dang glitter poppers that Holly brought on New Year's getting unearthed here in July. So there's still remnants of Holly Parker between hidden figurines and glitter. She's been here, y'all.
As teacher's assistant, I would have told her, you probably shouldn't do that, because not only is it not fair to the people that own the property, but it's not good for your environment. That's it.
Yes, moo-moos and margaritas. Indeed, Parker. Indeed. Yes. We will have all the fun. You know this. You'll be sorry. You'll wish you were here. No, you guys are going to have a blast, and you boys have a mandate, which I'm thrilled for, and then we can have girl time and talk real bad about all of you. No, I'm just
perfect.
Totally kidding. Totally kidding. Diane says, saw Rolling Stones when I was 9 months pregnant. Diane, you are a rock and roller. I love that. My son loves music, was not going to miss them. Was sucking the Florence. Oh my God, that's so cool, Diane. I can't imagine having seen the Stones. Yeah. You know, I think about all the bands that we've gotten to see in the last 3 years or so. And, you know, that will sustain me when I can't go anymore. Lots of good music, lots of good times. Yes. Yeah. And Wildflower is wanting to ask you about her car warranty.
I'm sorry, you did not sign up for the warranty, and you're in Alabama, so it's null and void there anyway. So.
Yes, indeed. Yes, George, for sure. You know, glitter is David's favorite after all. So guys, I hope you all have had a wonderful week. Somehow it doesn't feel like Wednesday to me, probably because we missed being with you guys Sunday night. So, yes, I'm sorry we missed Sunday, but it was so worth it. Metallica was rad, and we are now back. So, I'm hoping you guys have either really quiet, chill plans for the 4th, or you're going to have a big, fun barbecue and shoot off some stuff. Just don't lose a thumb or anything.
Yeah,
So,
just not right in between. Don't just do nothing.
indeed, indeed. Oh my gosh, Diane, Tears for Fears are so great.
Yeah.
Do they still even tour? I wonder. Ginger saw Pink Floyd. Oh, you guys. Zeppelin in Amsterdam. Wow.
Gee whiz.
Okay, so you guys are experienced concert goers, and I love that. Of course you are. My chat is the coolest. So cool, you guys. Well, I am glad. You know what? If music makes your soul feel alive, go do it. Go do it. Go do it. What? Oh, Sarah Lee, stop. Bob Dylan is a favorite. Good gravy. Love Bob. Oh, wow. No, I cannot imagine. So epic. Yes. Well, that is really cool. Apparently, our chat has definitely been around the block a few times, and I love that about all of you. So,
yeah.
What was I going to say? I forgot. I don't know. I told you guys I'm tired. I'm kind of like, oh. So we are going to sell it up. We have fresh vintage tonight, killer stuff. I haven't even, oh my God, that's right. We haven't talked to them, David, since the Van Briggle estate sale because we had no sale on Sunday.
Oh my gosh, that's right. So yeah, so after our Wednesday night sale or Wednesday day sale, the halfway to Christmas marathon, we stayed up to about 2:30 at night with Tiffany, scouting out the 2 estate sales and the main one that we were going to, and we were trying to figure out how we were going to time it because they had it was in a town close to here, Liberty, I think is the name, and they were putting the address public at 5 o'clock in the morning of the sale, which was Thursday. And so we needed to be in the vicinity by like 4:45. So as soon as it was public, we could go. And so we were positioned around the town, waiting for it to be published. It was published like at 5:04. And anyway, so we all raced to there. It was kind of like that movie Rat Race in the late '90s, just racing to the town. And so there's a sign up sheet that they put out at that point. And so we got there. By the time we got there, which was like maybe 3-4 minutes after they posted the address.
Yeah.
We were, what was the number? 21, 22?
20th. I was 20th, you were 21st, and Tiff was 22nd.
Yeah.
And then we wrote down 2 other names for 2 extras of our friends that we ended up giving people right before it opened. Yeah. So,
and one of the ladies right in front of us was in a minivan, and she like slammed on her brakes, didn't pull over, just put it in park, opened up her door, and ran to the door. So I let Sarah out. So she's running. It was just hysterical. And mind you, this is like 5 o'clock in the morning in a neighborhood.
Yeah, everybody's looking crazy. One woman you could tell still had her serum on her face. But we were all there to get our names on that sheet. And poor Tiffany, somebody cut her off driving to go get on the list.
Yes, just to get on the list.
Like cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs wild stuff.
But then we went to breakfast. And then after breakfast, we came back to that area. And we basically spent the rest of the time looking at the outside of the house, and it ended up being just a 1 level, which we figured out before going in, which made all the difference in the world. But we were scoping out the pictures on the inside that they had taken of the stuff, looked at the windows outside to try to figure out where the rooms were, so we knew right when we went in where we were going.
Yeah.
And what's funny is because we were 20 to 22, we got in that first wave because they were only letting 25 in at a time. So I went right towards the Christmas stuff. Sarah went straight somewhere. I can't remember if she got everything she was wanting. And Tiffany, she was just pulling things for us because she knew everything we wanted. And it was just epic.
It was madness, y'all. Truly, it was madness. I went to the left to the bedrooms to get the chenille bedspreads. Yes. I got 5 different chenille bedspreads. And then here's the craziest funny thing. So I was super excited about this estate sale all week, right? We had planned it out with Tiff, and we were figuring out our plan of attack. And I get to the estate sale, and I'm making a pile outside because all of the hold tables filled up like instantly. And everything was pretty decently priced, frankly. So we instantly just grabbed everything we could. There was no room left on the hold table. So I started making a hold pile outside in the backyard where one of the estate workers was. And I asked her, I'm like, is it okay if I put this down? She was like, yeah, totally fine. And I was like, hey, I know you. And she was like, I know you too. And so anyway, it was someone I used to buy vintage from like 8-10 years ago. And she had a booth at Willowstone, and her son was actually running the estate sale, small world. So I was like, oh my God, Tina, what's going on? Anyway, so it was super cool to see her, and Tina also gave me some great deals that are going to be passed on to you guys. So yeah, just fantastic. So excited. I love seeing you guys talk about all of your concerts you've been to. Elton John would be out of this world.
Oh,
I cannot
absolutely.
imagine, Gail. And we've seen everything from like really tame stuff to like crazy party concerts, everything in between. So yeah, that's one of our favorite things to do. And at this particular concert, we had some entertainment for the evening. You know, there's always that one guy that can't handle himself at the concert, and he's usually about 25 to 30. Right. So he was there, that one guy. And apparently, according to the people that were sitting next to us, he had eaten a handful of mushrooms and was losing his marbles and like grabbing his head. And we were like, is this like, oh no, we were like, this may make for a long night. We just want to watch this concert. We're drinking water, you know? And this guy is just a hot mess. Really, I was like, he's gonna pass out at some point, surely, right? Like,
well, and he was just standing up in front of us, and we're like nosebleed right at the top, which was awesome. But looking down, it's like really steep. So you're seeing him standing there, kind of going backwards. And part of me is like, I want to just grab him and set him down because he's going to hurt himself or someone else. He literally fell out of the chairs when he was standing up. The guy in front of me had to catch him. And he was one of those that he was standing, turned around, looked at the people that were staring, you know, looking straight, trying to lock in on eye contact. And if he did, well, you got a new best friend.
You did not want to make eye contact with this guy. So we just kept like, so, you know, it's always a show plus some interesting entertainment people watching, right? So that was a good one for sure. Welcome in, KP. If I didn't get to say hi to you, it's just because we're Jeff, KP, Janet, Shannon. Oh my gosh. Hi. Welcome, friends. If I didn't say hi, it's not on purpose. We've just been chatting. So you guys know the deal. We're going to show you an item. We're going to give you a price. We'll put it up here on the screen. And yeah, that's pretty much it. You're going to bid in the comments. We'll do a 15-second countdown, and then Holly Parker will type in the words bid end. All right. So thank you guys all for being here. And I'm very excited to show you some of the things that we have tonight from this awesome estate sale. I do have a couple of quick claim rounds, but mainly everything tonight I think is more or less an auction. And I'll go first because I know, well, David, did we end up with the same amount of rounds?
Yeah, we're even. So I can go first.
Okay, cool. Then I'm making you go.
All right, make me go. All right. And I put my first round at the bottom of the pile because I'm organized like that. Hey.
Hi, Kazu. Welcome in. Good to see you.
Make sure I said it right. It's good to see you. So my first round, I've got a couple of tin trays. And I mean, they're just iconic brands. So first off, from the 50s, early 60s, I couldn't find a for sure date. And maybe you guys know, of course, I was a fan of Roy Rogers in the early 80s, you know, but you know, I didn't really know much about everything going on where his stuff was, but he's got the museum in Victorville, California. And so this was a souvenir type of tray from that museum of Roy Rogers and Dale Evans. Now this tray, the reason I'm doing it so cheap, because this does go for 30 to 40, is we do have this little bend right here. That's the only thing that really can't come out because it is creased right there and right in here. Otherwise, you know, you're a little wavy, but it's really a nice display one with just some regular patina, no rusting or anything like that. But I thought this was really fun to put with your cowboy type of decor, especially some of that witchy stuff.
Oh yeah.
Fun horse going up, and I can't remember Roy Rogers' horse, not Trigger.
Oh gosh, my grandpa
Yeah,
loved Roy Rogers.
mine did too.
Oh gosh, someone in the chat must know. I don't know. I
Oh,
can't remember. My brain is on 90% overload this week. I don't even know.
yeah, Trigger. Okay, it was.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank
I
you.
always get confused with the Lone Ranger because that was also one of my favorites. But thank you, Gail. I see your bid for that, and it's a nice red with the blue. If it's coming in a little orange, it's actually red. And then this one is a really cool repro. They brought this back in 1987 for
Cute.
Anheuser-Busch and brought that old logo, old design, and made it on a tray. You do have your little bar code on the back, which helps you kind of age it. And of course, you've got it dated as well. Used to have, it looks like they stuck it up with double-sided tape. So
Yeah.
it could probably come off, but it's not sticky or anything. But yeah, you do have just a little bit of patina there, not necessarily rust that's going to come off or anything.
You know what I like about this though is, especially as someone originally from Missouri, Anheuser-Busch originated in St. Louis.
Mhm.
This is the old antique Anheuser-Busch font and beer design. Look at the labels on the beer.
Yeah,
So cool.
that's
You've
what
got
it was. Silver. Yes, silver. It was silver was Lone Ranger, and Trigger was Roy Rogers. Thank
yes.
you guys. Memory unlocked.
Yes, thank you guys. I knew, like I said, I'm like, if my brain is not working, someone in the chats is. Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Thank
yeah,
you.
this is a great one for a display for him or her shed or him or her cave. Um, and it's 9 by like 14, so and not wobbly, so you can definitely serve some brewskis on there as well. So
Yeah.
thank you, Gail, for your bid. If anybody else wants to get in, this is from the 87. This is from the late 50s, about 13-inch diameter. And I just want to know if you do have that little ding right there.
Not a deal breaker though, especially if you want to hang it on the wall.
Mhm.
I think this would be cute on the wall or like on your patio table for summertime too.
Oh, thank you, Ginger. Tigger was winning the bid.
Tigger.
Love it. Love it. Awesome.
Your trigger
Okay.
and silver.
All right, let's count down. Thank you, Gail. 15, 14. This is for choice. 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end.
That's right. I got a plenty myself. Yes.
Dings.
Got a couple dings on the way.
All right, and Holly is our big bid ender tonight. Thank you so much, Holly. There it is. So Gail, let me know. I'm pretty sure it's Roy Rogers. I don't know if you need a beer or not, so just let me know. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Gail and Steve. Congrats.
Dale's horse was Buttermilk.
That's right.
That's
yes,
interesting.
she did. 72 in the chat, 46 thumbs up. Go ahead and throw one down if you don't mind. It does help the channel.
Yeah.
It is free. It's free. You just have to tap the little thingy. Yes, I love it. I know, Gail, we really don't either. Love that. Roy and Dale. Congratulations. That's awesome. Okay, I'm going to start with some kitschy fun straight out of this estate sale. And it's funny because, you know, we had scouted the estate sale always in photos online, but then there's always stuff that you didn't see in the photos or that maybe didn't even make it to the photo, right? So this is one of those, and this is a 3-piece set coming together, and I'm starting it at $36. And the first piece in the set is this mama fish. And these are chalkware made by Miller Studios in the 60s. And the different thing that I noticed about these, and I actually have the same one myself, but this one is almost slightly shellacked with something shiny, whereas most of my chalkware pieces are not shiny. So I thought that was kind of interesting just as a difference.
Yeah.
She is in really good shape. She's kind of a pale blue. There you can see it a little bit better. Pale blue with some yellow and then yellow down by her mouth. But look at how good the paint is on her and no chips or anything. She is in good shape. There's her little hanger here on the back. And you can see the back is that plaster of Paris style chalkware. So really pretty. That's the mama. And then here's the little babies. And they are just as cute as they can be. They have their original hangers on the back as well. So you've got the little yellow one in good shape. There's the hanger. And then here is the little pink one. Also good shape on her. And she's got her little eye right there. There's a couple little paint flecks underneath there, but I think those are kind of original to it, honestly. So if you have a mermaid bathroom, this is absolutely so cute. I have this exact set of fish in my bathroom right at the moment as we speak. So if I find another set, I'm always going to pick them up for you guys. 9.5 inches long is the fish. Height on her is 6 inches. Pardon me. And then length on the little fish are like 3.25 by 2 inches. So, yes, thank you, Phil. These are like 45 and up generally, just for one piece. So good price on these. Great for, like I said, your mermaid bathroom or anywhere you need a little kitsch in your mid-century vintage decor.
Totally.
So,
Sarah. So
yeah.
Janet was saying it reminds her of Mr. Limpet. Look.
Oh, my stars. You know what? Look at those red lips. It completely does, doesn't it?
Totally.
Totally. I see that now. Look, he kind of looked like the starfish. Hold on. Brain is not working well tonight. Starfish, tuna. The tuna. Charlie the tuna.
Charlie.
You know what I'm talking about. The damn tuna. Yes. Charlie. Yes. All right. So that's right. I think so too, Victoria. In a nursery, mermaid bathroom, what have you. They are just adorable and everybody's in nice shape. So I'm going to start a countdown. Thank you, Jeff and Ginger. I see your bids. Yeah, KP, I was having a heck of a time saying that, wasn't I? Thank you, guys. All right, let's count them down. Here we go. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end on our little fishy friends. They are darling, and this is for the 3-piece set with Mama and the 2 wee ones. Yes, so cute.
What's funny is I remember getting up to the counter and realized I didn't grab the second baby. I was like, oh no, where's the other baby?
We've lost the baby. Yeah, David went back in the bathroom and found the pink baby, and I was like, awesome. So we ended up with three little fishies. All right, just looking for that bid in. Did I miss it? I may have missed it. Yeah. Oh, there it is. Okay, it's in the middle of, for whatever reason, those emojis aren't coming through. So it says fish, orange, white eyes, bid in, fish, orange, white eyes. Yes. I don't know. Thank you, Holly Parker. Ginger, congratulations. Coming to you for 40. Great pickup. Cute set. Thank you so much. Stockist. That's right.
Good to see you, V. Thank you so much. And thank you guys for coming in. If you weren't here when we were first here, thank you for joining us and hope that you're having a nice, safe holiday week. So my next item is a really beautiful, more modern piece. I do believe it was from the 1990s into early 2000s. I couldn't quite date it, but it's a really beautiful maple burlwood clock weather station, and it is signed by the actual artist that made it. So no damage at all to it. What I love about it is that burr wood up at the top kind of like gives you like peaks, and that's from the back side. And then from the side, you get it all the way up. And then from the front, and then once you go through there, it's just that wood has such a nice look to it. And it's not like shiny. It's treated with like a matte finish, so it's not going to glare or anything like that. But the artist name, I do too, Charles Elkin is the artist, so that's how he stamped his pieces. He did different types of clocks and weather stations, mostly with burlwood. And this one right here is about 11 inches tall. And so on the clock itself, and it's quartz, so a nice working clock. And these are like the plastic pieces, but they're nice and solid clockwork on the inside. And I believe the clockwork is Taiwan. Yeah, Youngtown,
Yes.
Taiwan. And so you take the clock out if you need to adjust the time. So you've got the winder on the back and you adjust it. And then, of course, you can go in there for the battery. It's one of those little like 1, 2, 3 batteries. And you just snuggle him right back in and line him up so he's not all crooked unless you want it that way. And there you go. And then, of course, you have your barometer right there. And the barometer and thermometer were made in France.
Beautiful. Yeah, I like the font on everything. It's really classy, very nicely done.
Okay,
And
love that.
the burled wood that he uses in his art is exceptional. Very
It
pretty.
really is, and it's nice and lightweight. It's definitely a tabletop. It's not a hanging one. And he even has, of course, your nice holes in the back, so that way you get the correct temperature. So like 68 degrees, that's about right.
Yeah.
And this will come out if you need to, but you don't necessarily need to. So thank you, Laura. I see your bid. I'm just going to show you on the side, just that wood, very nice modeling to that maple. Or no, not maple. Yeah, it's maple boardwood. So it measures 11 inches tall, and I'll just show you how it does stand. So it stands up just like so. So it's
Beautiful.
not top heavy or anything. It's a very nice balance to it. In fact, the clock is the lightest, and these two down here, those pieces are a little heavier. So it's a really nice piece. Hey, Robin. See ya. Hey, Karen. Karen's in the house. So Laura's in at 28. Let me count down if anybody wants to get in. And by the way, Laura, that's a new battery in there that's coming with it. So you don't have to replace it for quite a while. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. If it doesn't say Charles Elkin, it ain't Burrow.
Gorgeous. I love a good handmade piece. It's beautiful. And it's functional.
And very functional and working nice and clean too.
Mm.
Yeah. Thank you
Yeah.
for the bid end. So Laura, coming to you for 28. Congrats.
Awesome. Thank you, Laura. Congratulations. All right.
Hey, Lisa, what are you doing, Lisa?
I know, Lisa, you're in Florida. You get off this live sale right now and you go play
Get on
with your.
that.
It's good to see you, girl. We miss you.
Good to see you.
Okay. I'm gonna do another choice. I have some kitchen goodness this evening. What, honey? Are you talking to me?
No, I just said thank you, Laura.
Oh, okay. All right. So I'm gonna start these at 22 for choice. And they are sweet as they can be. At the estate sale, she was a collector of a lot of Capodimonte. And with her Capodimonte, she had displayed it all with kitschy planter girls. And so I scored several. This is one of them. And she is just as cute as she can be. She's got beautiful little blue eyes. I love her collar. So snappy and definitely she screams 1950s, and then that's real lace covering her little petticoat. And then look in the back, we have all of the little ruffles, almost Bo Peep style ruffles under her little petticoat. How cute is that? And then her little black feet stick out from under. So she is made by the famous company Bradley, exclusive. Of course, Bradley made a lot of dolls in the time period. They did dabble into ceramics. Their Christmas stuff is really exceptional, but they're most known for their pose dolls and their stockinette doll faces. In fact, during the Christmas marathon last Wednesday, I had a Bradley doll and she had on like a red velvet outfit, same brand as her. So she is just precious. I love how her little hands also are kind of just showing how wide her little petticoat is. So she's darling and again, made in Japan. So I'm going to have her as choice number 1. And then choice number 2. What a little cutie. This one also is a planter, and I love all of the little designs that is painted into her airbrush dress. It's kind of an ombre, like aqua and white. And then it gets a little darker around the gathers that are around her sash on her dress. And then look, oh my, she is such a demure little lady. And we are clutching our little fan because it's warm.
Yeah.
And it's summertime. I like her neck choker. And then again, great little blue eyes. And she almost has like a Wilma Flintstone look from up front. But she actually has cute little locks on the back that are put up into 4 little curl rolls that come down. This is her planter hole. And then she is marked on the bottom, UNESCO, Japan. And she is also made in the 1950s. So it was great to find these. No chips on the hands, no breaks or repairs on the arms. Good stuff, right?
Yeah.
So again, these were grabbed and snagged from that fantastic collector estate sale. I am going to start a countdown. Thank you guys for your bids. And that will be between our sweet little gal with the bonnet and the lace apron, or our little demure, very fancy girl with the choker and the fan. So here we go. Thank you guys for the bids. 15. Hi, Kevin. Welcome in. 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. And thank you guys for being here tonight. 83 people in the house. If you would throw a thumbs up on the broadcast, we are trying to get to 100. Thank you, Kevin. Thank you, Kevin. Yes. Oh, that's just fabulous, Susan Lee. Oh my goodness. Yes, these girls are way excited. We got out of that old house. Yes, we did. We escaped. All right. So there is our bid in from Holly Girl. Thank you. Susan Lee, let me know. We'll just say pink or green or blue, either one. It's kind of a bluish green, so I can aqua green, really. And then behind Susan is going to be Elaine Linney. So Elaine, let me know which one you are here for. Susan, same question to you. And thank you, ladies, so much for your bids. I think that was everybody, right, babe?
That was everyone.
Everyone. Fantastic. Thank you. Oh, that is great, Susan. They are precious to add to your collection. That is wonderful. I have another one coming a little later as well. She'll be, where is she? Where is she? She'll be. Thank you, guys.
Cool. I have a piece of milk glass, and if you're a collector and you don't have this piece, it's definitely one to consider because it is a nice little milk glass Epern. So by Fenton in the 50s. I'm going to just turn it upside down. There's no stamp on it. That's how we know it's from the 50s, and they did bring this out in the 50s. But they made some of the taller ones as well. I like this one being so compact because as a centerpiece, it gives you a little bit more to work with, not going so high, you know, to where you're like looking over the centerpiece like, hi, how you doing? Yeah. But there's so much you can do with it too, because of it being just a nice stark white. You could definitely add color coming out of the trumpets. You can add color inside or go plain black and white. Like I've got this piece coming soon, this type of thing. Those colors, just the black and white monochrome almost, is really cool. So you've got the hobnail, of course, nice thick hobnail here, and then on the trumpets or the horns, I call them trumpets, but they're horns. Hey, Thrifty Treasure Trove, it's nice to see you. Hey, Mars.
Hi, Sean. Hi, Mars. Hi, Thrifty.
Thank you guys for your bids. I see those. But yeah, the trumpets have the horns have the little itty bitty, and then going up on the glass portions that insert, no damage, so they haven't had any issues until I've held it. But yeah, they're nice condition, so no issues. And just that nice, huge ruffle top. It really goes up and down. So yeah, we've got Kevin, and I know we had Susan in there. I'm just going to show a couple more seconds. If I had gotten this a couple of weeks ago, I would have been like, throw in your white and blue and have all the sparkler style and all that. Obviously, we're going to be past that, but thinking for next year, oh my gosh, I would be thinking about this for the centerpiece to start for your 4th of July for sure.
Well, and it's a multi-year round piece, you know what I mean? So even, I mean, so then you've got after the 4th of July, you can incorporate it into Halloween and fall. You can incorporate it into Christmas, New Year's, Valentine's Day, St. Patrick's Day, Easter. Oh my God, so beautiful for Easter.
Oh yeah.
And that's why yes, Brian, 100%. Really, it's a piece to leave out all the time. It is lovely. And I think too, in the spring with some fresh daffodils, I see it with like little billy buttons or something yellow poking out of it.
I was thinking something yellow too. Something about that white just screams yellow. Put some little baby lemons down in here. It's so fun. Hey, Verna, it's great to see you. We're glad you are here.
Welcome, friends. Thank you guys that just came in. If you will hit a little thumbs up for us, much appreciated. Thank you.
KP.
Thank you. Right.
Well, thank you, bidders. We're going to go ahead and count it down. It does measure 8-inch diameter and then sitting up about 6.5-inch tall on the largest one here. So, and it will come, taken apart, and you can easily store it away, which is also nice.
Ooh, babe, I got to plug in my computer. It's about to die. Be right back.
Plug it in. Yeah, so 1, 2, 3 hot dogs, and then whatever you want to put in the base, pickles, doesn't matter. So let's count it down. 15, Sarah should know not to leave me on camera. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11. Susan Lee's at 45. Thank you so much. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end.
Yeah, you could cram at least 14 hot dogs in that thing, right?
Damn right, because they can bend. They can bend.
I mean, yes.
Yes. All right. So thank you so much, Susan Lee. Thank you all for your bids. Susan Lee, I see you're 51. And thank you as well, Kevin.
Thank you, guys. All right.
Our bid ends. So Susan Lee, congrats at 51. You've got a beautiful Fenton piece.
That is a really lovely piece at a good price. Yay. Congratulations. Thank you. Okay. So this is a higher end piece. And I will tell you, I was intrigued by it. And what sucked me in, it had its original sticker and it said France. So I was like, well, clearly I've got to figure out what this is. So I did. First of all, I'm going to show it to you. And I'm starting this at 55.
Oh, this is beautiful.
And this is such a lovely, fantastic piece. How many of you guys know what this is? I did not. This was a new one for me. I'm sorry, babe. What'd you say?
Oh, I just said I did not either.
Yeah, neither one of us knew. But we thought it was really nicely done. It's definitely high quality. You can see it's very thick and it is on the heavy side. And the reason why is it is French crystal and the brand is Bayal and it's Bayel. It says it is full lead crystal handmade in France. So I did a little bit more digging because I was not familiar. This is actually raised from the piece. I know it's kind of hard to tell, but this design is raised and it's a cameo style, what they call an acid etch. And what a cool style. I had, again, not encountered this before. It has kind of a frosty feel to the clear parts, and I was able to date it. And it is actually dates between 1941 and 1969. Yeah, could be an urn for a mouse, very tiny little urn. But I love how nicely it's finished. It is a very thick, heavy piece of leaded crystal, made in France in the mid-century time period with its original little stickers. And these pieces go anywhere from like 65 to 95, somewhere in that vicinity. There are all different shapes and sizes of Bayal crystal pieces as well, that are done with the acid etch. I love the way it feels. It is a very satin finish, and it is very smooth. And you can tell it's just a very nicely done piece. You've got this beautiful kind of a teal green.
Yeah.
And it's modeled throughout the piece. So this is a mid-century piece of Bayal, full lead crystal made in France with a cameo style flower acid etch design. So yes, it was very, very cool. Oh, size wise too, if you're wondering what size it is, it is 5.5 inches tall by 2.5 inches wide, and it is in lovely shape. No chips, no cracks. And again, research this company, some really lovely pieces that I had no idea about. So it was a new one for me, which I always enjoy learning. And then now I'll know next time I see it as well. So Kevin, the concert was wonderful. We had a wonderful time. It was so great. If you're a Metallica fan, yeah, it's everything that you would think it would be. It was amazing. So I will bring her back for the recap. If you want to get in, 55 is what I'm asking. And she is such a pretty little piece of French crystal. So I will bring her back for the recap. Thank you guys.
Love it. And so thick, the rim, it's just like the thickest I've ever seen.
Thick, yes.
All right, so I've got 3 pieces I actually found all together, and I learned something today. So
That's
on
awesome.
these, they're all 3 from the same style or design of Shawnee pottery. So this is Shawnee pottery, but on 2 of the pieces, they're not marked Shawnee. And what I learned was, and you guys may know this is actually the Kenwood style or design and done by Shawnee pottery. So if you see a piece of pottery that has a number USA and says Kenwood, it's a specific line from Shawnee. So from the 50s, and they call this the fat lava confetti, and they've made it in a couple of different. So you've got the black and white, and that's what this one is. But they also made the one with like a pale pink on the inside as well.
Yes.
And very, very desirable on that one, but also on this one. And they made all the different pieces. So each piece has a different stamp, and
Beautiful.
you can go through and Google when you type in, Shawnee 2114, and it'll pull it up. And so I was able to find out what they were actually used for. So this one was just a planter, but I love the fact that you've got that wavy 3 foot that goes all the way along, which does give it a nice stability to it.
Yeah.
But I think this would be great for a phone holder or remotes, that type of thing, a little bit more of a modern use rather than just as a planter.
Oh,
Um,
yeah.
and yeah, that lava is just, that texture is just amazing. So just a nice solid black, matte black with the shiny white and white on the inside. So that's our first piece, and that's the smallest one, about 7.5 inches long. This next one here also says Kenwood on the bottom, but it is Shawnee pottery. And this is the 2110. This one's the 2114. And this one is like the long console dish. And
Yes.
you've got that nice. And what's great is no chips here, no chips here, which is like half the battle right there. And I'm sorry about the dogs. I closed the door on them so they could inside. Yeah, so MCM, and these are from the 50s, which is so amazing. Very, very atomic and modern, in my opinion. So you can use it as a planter, and that's what was considered was a planter or a console dish. And that one measures, let's see, 11 inches long. And then the final one, which was the one that caught my eye and was marked Shawnee, which made me like, oh, I got to get that Shawnee, 2102. So the 2102 was marked Shawnee, and then the ones like 2103 and up, they're marked the Kenwood. So this one is just a really beautiful, nice kind of squared off with the white on the inside, nice floral base. You could definitely use it as a riser as well and some different kind of displays.
Oh,
But
yeah.
yeah, 8 inches tall on that.
Great.
And yeah, just beautiful. No damage on that as well. So from the 50s with no damage, black and white, almost 75 years old on these pieces, no damage, and I just think they're outstanding, nice and clean as well.
Yes.
So I'll just kind of display them together. Thank you, KP. Yeah, it's a nice little trio, and the fact that they all have nice condition as well as match. I mean,
These are great.
So this
Well,
one,
black and white is nice because it goes with everything. You know what I mean? And especially if you need a little height on a couple things as a riser, what have you.
Right.
Yeah, look at that. Oh, so mid-century fabulous.
Well, and with the black and white, then that's when you can play with the colors. You can add colorful stuff into it. Yeah. But yeah, I like the sleek design. You've got a very curvy style here, more of a mod style here, but also like a really old style base. And yeah, just a really cool trio. But yeah, $18 per choice, depending on what piece you actually need if you're a collector. Yeah,
Yeah.
very
I
much
agree. They are very cool. And how funny is it that one is Shawnee and the other two are Kenwood by Shawnee? So
right.
I wonder if they were just like a year apart with different a little embossed label
Right.
branding or something. I don't know.
I think
But
it was in the moment of them like expanding their brand and doing all of
yeah,
that. So you kind of have like that time capsule there,
yeah,
Shawnee, and then Shawnee,
yes.
their Kenwood line. So got fancy, you know. So thank you guys so much for taking a look. So $18 for choice, and I'll bring it back for the recap.
Okay. Fantastic. All right, y'all. So I have my little buddy, Zippy. Come on, Zippy. Come on out. Zippy's a little shy, guys. I'm having to drag him out by his little white boots. Oh, Zippy. Hi, guys. I'm kind of shy. Oh. Okay, so I'm starting Zippy at 44. This is so Zippy normally, guys, if you're not familiar, Zippy was popularized in the 1950s on the Ed Sullivan Show. There was a live chimpanzee named Zippy. And Zippy, they had Zippy doing all kinds of jazz. He was riding a scooter, he was playing hopscotch. They also had him smoke a cigarette, which is just terrible for Zippy's health, let's be real. But I mean, it was the 50s. So I think Zippy is adorable. And the best part is that Zippy has Stop me with it. Zippy has his own nanner. So he is so cute. He is red and white. He has on par for the course his little Zippy sneakers. And he was discovered originally, the real Zippy was discovered by a man named Buffalo Bob. And Buffalo Bob then would do like featurettes on the Sullivan Show with Zippy. So then Zippy became popular with children who were watching the Ed Sullivan Show with their folks. And then they marketed this toy to the kids, right? I know. I think he's precious. And I will cut you with my nanner. My nanner. He is going to defend his Nana to the death. But what I think is great, come on, Zippy, let's do this. There you go, buddy. So he puts his little nanner in his mouth, and he can also put like his little fingers in his mouth. They made him really well with all of the little plastic appendages. These are his little Zippy plastic ears, and then he has the classic little Zippy chimpanzee face. So yeah, he is so cute. As in Howdy Doody, that is correct, Gail. And that was one of the things that I think Howdy Doody puppeteered and had Zippy on maybe as a guest, I want to say, but the Buffalo Bob that discovered Zippy is the Buffalo Bob, yes, from Howdy Doody Gail. Isn't that crazy? Yeah. So he's in good shape. He doesn't have like any funky smells or anything like that. He's a little dingy. This would, of course, been probably like a white. So you could soak Zippy, but I'm going to leave that up to the buyer and some OxyClean. Okay. Otherwise, he is really in nice shape. Here's his little rear end. You can see he doesn't have any spots where he needs to be sewn up or anything. And the paint on the little plastic parts on his face is actually really good. So I think Zippy is a cutie pie. And yes, he needs a home to be with a friend. I think he would also be cute because he's red and white with a little bow on him for Christmas. I should have put a blue bow on him for 4th of July. Yes. Yeah. Zippy says, I would have liked that, guys. I would have liked that. I know. Yeah, we should put a bow on Zippy. I ran out of time this week. But he is cute as he can be, and he will sit with his Nana in his mouth. And yes, the normal Zippies too were black and yellow. So to find Zippy red and white, currently there is not a red and white one on the internet. So he is a little more on the rare side. I'm starting him at 44 if anybody wants to get in on my little Zippy from the 1950s, and they made Zippy specifically from 1953 through 1961.
Wow.
So he is
Very
super
cool.
duper cute. We need to get you. And I smoked a cigarette on the Ed Sullivan Show. Yes, you did. Very good.
I'm
Yes.
sure he did.
So he is super sweet. If he doesn't find a home here, we'll send him to eBay. If you want him, now is the time, 44. Otherwise, I will bring him back for the recap. Thank you guys.
Love Zippy.
Yay, Zippy.
And thank you, Phil. Yeah, 97 in the chat. Thank you guys so much for being here. If you guys don't mind just giving a thumbs up, helps us be seen. We're trying to get to 100, and we so appreciate it. It's time for some really cool glass. I was going to get props, but I was like, I'd have to stand up and do all the things. Yeah, welcome in. But I've got a couple of berry bowls, and I thought that they would be really nice with blueberries, which we do have. But then I'd end up dropping them, and I don't want lamb chop getting to them, so I didn't get them. So, but these are really beautiful from that estate sale, and I only pick up certain pieces. They had quite a few Carnival glass pieces. This and as well as the marigold color. But we've got two different purple tones. This one here is 1920s. I couldn't date it for sure, but late 1920s imperial. And this design is actually called the scroll embossed berry bowl. So you've got the scroll and embossed. The scrolls are kind of going up, and you see almost like that, almost like a feather kind of design where you see the colors changing in there.
Yeah.
And then it almost looks like a stamp right here. But what's cool is on the bottom, you've got the flower. Hey, no worries, Laza. Yeah, got a haircut. Apparently those, you got to do it once a year. So yeah, it has a really cool design up top, almost like a modern style. Hey, Kathy, you just missed Zippy. Zippy was in the house.
Zippy will be back for the recap. Yeah.
Yeah, you've got that really cool deep cut look on the bottom with the diamonds, and then this right here is very almost Art Deco style.
Mhm.
And yeah, you don't necessarily have to use it for berries. It's definitely a nice
It's
one
a
to
style.
put in a plate stand just so you can see that design down at the bottom.
Put this one in a plate stand because that design and how they got the blue and the gold, it's just perfect. God, it's so good. That's
really
why we picked it up. We were like, this is the most vibrant oil slick Carnival glass piece. We just love it. Hi, Brad. Hi, guys. Welcome in. Throw a thumbs up if you get a chance. That would be dandy. Thank you guys so much.
Dandy.
Dandy.
Thank you guys. And then, of course, this one right here, you can see, is a handled berry bowl. And I guess they were called nappy bowls, Nappy. So I had to Google that. I was like, a nappy bowl, interesting. And then, yeah, just basically a berry bowl. But this one is from the early 1920s by Dugan. So this is a Dugan glass piece.
I knew I grabbed that for a reason. Oh,
Yep.
it is beautiful.
Yeah. And
beautiful. Sorry.
You're good.
Mm.
All right. Get some water. Yeah, it is very pretty. It almost looks like brass with purple on top when you're looking at it under light. Thank you, Chris Ree, sorry. And the design on this one is called the leaf rays. So you see the leaf pattern develops kind of like a starburst in the middle. So really cool. Could you show the bottom of both again? Yes, absolutely. Thank you, Holly. So Evelyn, sorry I didn't see that. So here's the bottom of the first one. And like I said, from what I could find, it's imperial and pretty certain on that from the base. But yeah, really nice, clean base, no nicks. And then here's the bottom design. And then here's the inside design.
Yes.
And
that
then
is so gorgeous. Thank you, Gail.
Really
and thank you, Chris Ree, for your bids.
Yes, thank you both. And on this one, it's 6.5 inches long from the tip of the handle to the bottom. And when you shape it, that almost looks like an apple shape that way.
Oh, it does. I never even looked at that. Yeah, that is really beautiful. And honestly, at this estate sale, she was a collector of not only this style Carnival glass, but the marigold as well. Right. So she had a ton of different pieces, and they were all really priced up there. These were the two, though, that we felt like the we were most drawn to. The vibrancy and the style on both were just gorgeous.
Yes,
Yes.
absolutely. Thank you, Evelyn. Yeah, it does kind of have like a spider look to it, though. Yeah, so let's count it down. Thank you, Chris Ree, and I think it was Gail was in. Thank you both so much. And that is that nice purple amethyst. So the purple glass is the base, and then that oil slick is over and just really has a beautiful look. This one is 5-inch diameter and 6.5 on this one. Oh man. All right, here we go.
So
Thank you, bidders.
thank
15,
you guys.
14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Lamb Chop's making some fun sounds over here.
She's so cute.
I know. That is so beautiful.
Fantastic. And yes, Chris Ree, if you would register with us as a new buyer, Holly has typed the info in there, doll. Thank you so much for your bids. Awesome. And there is our bid end. So Chris Ree at 27. And let us know if we're saying that night, Chris, if we're saying your name right, Chris Ree.
Yes.
David, how do you want to differentiate those?
We'll just go round or handled. And
Okay.
again, this is the Imperial. This is Dugan. So round or handled.
Round or handled. And then Gail Rossi behind Chris Ree is going to have second choice. Fantastic.
Okay, so we'll say Chris Ree right. So yes, the email is right below that. So Chris Ree, I got you for the round. And if you don't mind, just send us that email and we'll let you know here that we get it. So we're all square. Okay.
Yes. And here's what we need from you, Chris Ree: your YouTube, your real name, your shipping address, and your PayPal email. If you don't have a PayPal, don't worry. That's just how I get paid. Any email will do. And then I can send you the link to pay. All right. Thank you so much, love. And then Gail said yes to the other one. Fantastic, ladies.
Thank you, Gail. We got you both.
Thank you. Awesome. Congratulations, Gail. Such a beautiful piece. Yes. Fantastic. Thanks, ladies. Much appreciated. All righty. I am going to do really quick a quick claim. And this is a neat one. This was also at the estate sale this weekend. So great. These are all little 1940s vintage greeting cards. And they all are unused and they all have hankies in them, you guys. Like, that's how they originally came. So, Sarah, did you find the other person on that invoice I mentioned in email? Yes, I did, Laza. I'll holler at you after. Yes, I did. Thank you. Okay. So this is the first one up for grabs, and it has a little iris on it, which is so pretty. And then look at the ribbon. It's purple and green. And then the hanky on the inside is purple and yellow. And with quick claims, if you are new to this, I will give you a letter to type in at the end after I show them all, and then I'll give you a price. Okay. So that's the first one up for grabs. Then I have two of these, but the hankies are different on each one. And these are cards, and they make a little fan. Look how cute this is. So this one has like a lighter pink style hanky that is linen. And this one has a darker pink style hanky, also linen, but with a rose. And then the card part of this opens up just like this, and you can write whatever. These are all occasion or greeting cards. And then the same with the last one that I just showed you. It is just an all occasion. There's no actual specified holiday. And these are all unwritten. They're all unused. All right. So these are going to be quick claims. Hold tight. Next one is a birthday. So it says best birthday wishes to you. And it has the cutest little pink and yellow hanky on the inside of this one. I'm going to leave it folded in there. Oh, so cute. But I love the little flowers that are with it. Looks like maybe some more little irises. I'm not sure. So that is going to be a choice. And then the yellow one is the only one that actually came with an envelope. Thanks, Christopher. You rock, honey. All right. So this one is greetings on your birthday. You've got a little green bow. And then you have, look at those roses and the yellow flowers. So great. This one says made in the Philippines on the little hanky. And it looks like the hanky has, oh, look, it's an iris. Or is that a hibiscus? I don't know, guys. It's the prettiest flower on this hanky, though. And this is the only one that comes with the original envelope. And again, never written on any of these. Isn't this cute? What a fun thing. Now, if you're going to send them in the mail, put an extra stamp on it so it doesn't get sent back to you and your friend doesn't miss their birthday card. Okay, this one, look how cute these are. This is a birthday remembrance, and you've got little blue and yellow flowers. And then you have purple roses with little yellow flowers around it. This one actually had a brand on the back. You can tell, I'm not sure what that says. Greetings from whatever that says. Something Masters, Minneapolis. All right, so that is a choice. The purple roses birthday card. And then this last one is just so sweet. This is kind of a gray color. You've got little purple ribbons on it, and it says best birthday wishes to you. And then you get the little, look at the daisies, little daisies embroidered on this little lace hanky. So I just think these are fantastic. I know, Phil, I just died. I was so thrilled to find these at the estate sale, especially unwritten in, you know.
Right.
So they are all going to be a quick claim. They're all written in 40s, 50s. All of them come with a hanky. All right. If you are interested and you want any of these, they will be $10 each. Put in the letter C for card. $10 each. Letter C for card. And then I'll tell you how we're going to differentiate. Daisy, yellow, purple roses, pink, purple iris, light pink fan, or dark pink fan. Okay. So that is how we will differentiate. Robin Watson, congratulations. You have you're funny, George. I haven't heard that since like second grade. So Robin, you will have the first choice, love. So light pink fan, dark pink fan, purple iris. We'll just call this one pink. We're calling this one purple roses, yellow flower, or we'll call this one daisy. Okay. So let's see. Waiting for Robin Watson to make her choice. And then behind Robin's going to be Phil, our Vuvu, Kathy Plunkett, Nancy Tahan, and Ginger. And Ginger, I see your choice, girly. We will wait and hear what everybody else is going for. All right. So Robin, let me know.
Light pink, yellow daisy, iris.
Light pink, yellow daisy, and iris. So light pink, I'm yellow plus daisy plus iris, I think is what I got from that. Let me know, Robin, if that is right, hun. So light pink, yellow, daisy, and iris.
And she said, yes, that is correct.
Okay, perfect. And then who was after Robin?
Phil is next up.
Phil, I have dark pink fan, regular pink birthday, or purple rose birthday.
Okay, and then it'll be Susan R. Vuvu, Kathy Plunkett, Nancy Tahan, and then Ginger.
Yes.
So we'll just wait and see what Phil says. Thank you guys so much. And if you haven't given a thumbs up, this is a great time to give a thumbs up, except if you're in the lineup here. So just wait.
Yes. If you're in the lineup, just let me know. Okay, fan and purple rose for Phil. Those are so sweet. Thank you so much, Phil. I've got those set aside for you, love. And did anybody want the pink and yellow? Our Vuvu, let me know if you wanted pink and yellow. If our Vuvu passes, we are going to Kathy. Thanks, Robin. You got it, girl. Thank you. So our Vuvu pink is left if you want it. If not, no big deal. We will go to Kathy, and it's cute. You got pink and yellow ribbon on this. Okay, our Vuvu's passing. No worries. Kathy, let me know if you want this one. If not, just let me just say pass.
If Kathy says pass, Nancy says yes.
Okay,
So
got
we'll
it.
see what Kathy says.
Thank you, guys. All right. Kathy, just let me know. That is okay. You're totally fine.
You're fine.
No worries. So Kathy, then Nancy, then Ginger. Passing. Okay. Then Nancy, congratulations. That pink one is coming to you, sweetie. Thank you guys for all of your quick claims. Enjoy. I love those. I'm so excited to find them.
Yeah, they're pretty amazing. So I have a lamp that we were going to bring to a sale last year, and we just changed our minds. This has been in our collection for quite a few years.
Years.
And and it is a nice spun fiberglass shade tripod cone lamp. So from the 50s, and I'm going to show you, the cone is all intact, no breaks or anything. It's still nice and soft, so it's not going to crack on you. And I love the design on this one, kind of like little dandelion type of wispy things coming flying through the air. But yeah, you put it in there, and I've got a nice low watt bulb in there, and plug it in, and it is plugged in. Oh, just turn it on. You've got the switch right here, and it gives a really beautiful glow. Let me change my. So a nice glow, and then in person it'll look like that. So you still get to see the pattern on there, but of course the camera is blowing it out just a little bit. There's the seam, the natural seam that's there, and it's all sealed up. The electric's in nice condition. The only thing on it is just, that it has the old electric right here. You have a little break right in there. It doesn't affect it as far as usability. You just don't want to stick something metal in there, but the electric's in good condition. So yeah, it's just a really beautiful piece. Thank you, Victoria. Yeah, I love this guy, and these go up there. I was able to find a couple of. I couldn't find a sold one, but they're listed 125 and up. And there's a couple of different patterns that they did in the 50s as well. Yes. I think this one's probably the better one.
I like this one, and it actually matches. What's funny, we have a mid-century lampshade in the family room, and it matches the mid-century lampshade that's in there. Almost like a little pine branch or something. I don't know. I think it's really cool.
Yeah. And it's a nice lightweight lamp too. So easy to move around if you want to move it for accent lamp, nice reading lamp. And and the bulb goes down far enough. If you're above it, you're not going to be looking at the bulb. So it's nicely made from the 50s. It measures right about 9¼ inch tall. So you've got the metal for the actual stand itself. Show you how it's made. And then the spun fiberglass shade sits in there. And I think you line up the seam on one of the little poles, and then that way you don't even see it. So the seam is right
That's
there.
What we always did. Yes.
Yep. So it's a gorgeous lamp, beautiful glow. At one point, I also had like a blue bulb in there, which gave more of a bluish green tone. So if you change the colors of the bulb with this, you can also get some pretty cool different colors and different vibes, and it does give you a nice little halo down at the bottom.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, and if you guys know, we've had this again in our personal collection for probably 6-7 years, and we have a lamp addiction as well, Victoria.
Switched out some lamps.
And I understand why Crazy Lamp Lady started out as Crazy Lamp Lady, because these vintage lamps are so much fun to find.
Oh, yeah.
And they're amongst my favorite things to find, to sell. We've kept so many, sold so many, ended up keeping 2.5 Van Briggle lamps from the last estate sale. And again, this guy was in one of our bookshelves, and we decided, okay, it's time. He can go find a home. But yeah, I'm having a hard time seeing it up for sale, honestly, because I love it. It's so cool. Yeah.
I totally agree, Kevin. It does calm the addiction. And I'll show you real quick. This will probably mess up my camera for a minute. But so I've got this lampshade right there. that we just got from the estate sale too. So I don't have the red one over here anymore, but we did save the red one with the stars for like Christmas and stuff.
Well,
So
we'll either bring it in for Christmas or we'll find an actual. I have another lamp body that I got from the same estate sale, but my friend went to pick it up on the last day, Tiffany. So I have another mid-century lamp coming as well that you really will not want to miss, but not tonight. It'll probably be Sunday.
yeah, but yeah, so $89. Like I said, they're valuing right now 125 and above. I couldn't find the sold price to go off of, but I could go off of what I'm willing to take to get rid of to let this leave my home. So $89, like I said, 9¼ inches tall, great electric, and I'll just show you it does have its original electric, and that's your plug there. Just put it into a power strip for safety.
Well, yep.
Thank you. I'll bring it back for the recap though.
Yes, indeed. I know the lamp love is real for so many of us.
Yes.
Yes, love a good vintage lamp. Okay. Let's do. Oh, I have so many fun things. I don't know. Okay, we're gonna go here. We'll do this little gal. She's such a cutie. Love this piece. This again was that same estate sale that we had really scouted out hardcore. And what's so funny, when David grabbed this one, I had circled, which ones I wanted grabbed in that room. Same Victoria. And this one did not have her little parasol at all. And so she was just like this. And we bought a different the little pink girl that I just sold a little bit ago to Susan, that one had her umbrella inside. So I actually found her umbrella. That like never happens. So she does have her original umbrella. Now there's a little hole right there. There's like a little slice in it. But it really doesn't show from display. So I am starting her at 24. Now she actually dates to 1959, and she is the kitschiest little booger. It looks like maybe she's headed to a birthday party and she's taking a little present, but you can see it's floral wrapping paper and wrapped up. Just precious. And then there's her little feet underneath. She has the same little petticoat all the way around underneath that makes up her little planter body. And then look at this fabulous. They didn't even have to include that. That right. Doesn't even show from the front, but look at this darling little yellow bow on the back. Is that not just the cutest thing? So I love her yellow hair and her yellow sash. And she is ready to hit the birthday party, you guys. And then on her bottom, she is made by Reuben's of Japan. Most of you are familiar with Reuben's because they did make a ton of planters at the time, but they also are famous for their head vases as well. So if you know, you know. And she is just a little biscuit. I thought she was precious. And she was one of the main ones that I had marked on my list of like must have. So yeah, she's cute. No chips or cracks or anything. She has a little wear on her inside. And I'll be honest, I have not cleaned out the inside, but it looks like perhaps the person that had her might have had crayons or something inside here. So I'm sure it'll be just an easy wipe out, but I wanted you to know I have not cleaned it out. Okay. Yes. Original little Reuben's sticker made in Japan. She is cute as she could be. And she has her original little umbrella. So let's give her a countdown. I thought so too, Wildflower. I was just swearing that she was Joseph when I went to this estate sale, and she's not. I don't know. All right, friends, we're going to give her a countdown. We are at 36, looking for 37. Thank you guys for all your bids. Here we go. 1959 Reuben's little lady planter with umbrella and present. Here we go. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Estate sale, kitschy, precious little find. Look at that face. Such great detail when you think about the fact that that is completely hand painted.
Yeah, Well, and it was just
But
such a wonderful surprise seeing that parasol in that other planter.
I know. I mean, I was gonna get her regardless,
Oh
but then
yeah.
once I found her parasol, I was like, oh my gosh, that like never happens.
She
So
mentioned it could have gotten parted, completely, but we ended up getting to
totally. Or if somebody would have bought the other planter that had her parasol in it. Thank you so much, you guys, for your bids. Robin Watson, congratulations. She's coming to you for 44, and she is yours. Thank you. Hi, Renee. Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here.
Hey, Renee. And Susan Lee is definitely in a lag. She just put in a 50. So, but
Okay, Susan, I am so sorry, sweetheart. Your 50 came in after the bid end. Mods, if you want to help Susan with the lag, sometimes that is a bugger. I am sorry, friends. No worries. Congrats.
all right, straight from that wonderful estate sale with all of the good things. I have some Weller pottery pieces. They're coming together as a pair. I love the design, and that's what really caught us both. Sarah circled it and was like, I really want those. And I was like, I don't blame you.
They're
Because
gorgeous.
it has like a droop to it. You have the three little feet, and I love the triangle design by the Weller pottery. And you have the dogwood, what I think is the dogwood on there. Very
Yeah.
Art Nouveau with the vine coming up to kind of like the stump of weed right here. And then you put your taper in there. So it's a nice solid taper holder with lucite. Obviously looks really nice. So for display, you obviously wouldn't use them necessarily. Thank you, Phil.
I don't know. I think I would. I mean, even with just plain white candles, they would be so classy and pretty. Or blue candles to match
Yeah,
the little flower.
yeah,
Yeah, either way.
totally. Yeah, and
Got
it
it.
yeah, and it's that nice matte green and rust that Weller's really well known for, and just that touch of blue. So it's not white; it's like a light blue dogwood on there. So
Yeah.
it just gives you that little bit of nice color. New box for you, Phil. Okay, yeah, your box. I just was adding some stuff today. It's getting full.
Full.
It's looking real nice too. I
The
will
thing
say.
about these two that we really liked and wanted to make sure when we got them at the estate sale is the collector, the owner of the home, you could tell she was a huge Roseville collector. And it was really hard not to go snatch up a lot of Roseville because it was priced pretty decently. In fact, I have a piece coming here in a little bit. But when I first grabbed these, I was just 99% positive they were Roseville.
Right.
How cute that is. See, that to me just looks so perfect to add a little height where you need it,
Yeah.
but they're still really mod too.
Yeah. Totally. And Sarah, you're totally right. When you go to an estate sale and you see, a lot of Roseville or really collectible stuff like that, and then you see a few handpicked Weller pieces, you're like, okay, these are something, and they really are. I could only find one of these on eBay right now, and just one is going, or they're asking $46 right now.
Yeah.
So really good deal getting the pair. Obviously, I think that's a little high on that just for one, but if you're needing one and you only have one, you're willing to pay a little more for sure. Phil, we're going to count these down. Thank you so much. I know you're still unboxing today. They measure about 4 inches in that triangle and then about 2.5 inches tall from the foot up. All right, so let's count them down. Yeah, Phil, we got to keep those addictions going. I know we've got lamps everywhere and in the garage. And we don't want to sell any of them. So let's count them down. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. And I just want to show you that top design looking down. You see the vines.
Yeah. Oh, so gorgeous. Well, and Weller, is just fantastic.
Yes.
Once upon a time was Fulper, which is a whole interesting story as well. So there is our bid in from Holly.
All right. Congrats, Phil. We will put these in your new box, or maybe we'll just slam them in the other one.
That is so great. Thank you. I had a feeling you guys would like those. Thank you. All right. I'm going to do a little choice here. And this choice is funny to me, and I'll tell you why. So these are going to be choice for 15. And this is one of my favorite patterns and I have sold this several times over the years. It was made originally by Procter and Gamble in the 60s. And who can remember what was sold in these? You might remember what would have been sold in these. Oh, and there is a little, where is it? Little, I think they got a little too close to the stove right there. There's a little tiny melty place that has on the lid. Yeah. But the tin itself is totally iconic and fabulous. This would have once upon a time been a Crisco lard tin. Close, Holly Parker. Crisco is sold in these. Yeah. And everybody used Crisco once upon a time to bake cookies with. I remember my mom always had Crisco on hand. And it is just a fantastic little relic from the 1960s. Great for a kitchen, great for a little place you need a jar, sugar. Yes, anything that you would want to put inside. There's dimpling in the bottom, but it doesn't really affect anything because you're not really looking at the bottom. Right. So, yes, it is a Crisco tin by Procter and Gamble, put out in the 60s as like a promotional decorative piece. It also came in a different colorway too. So you could really, get your kitchen canisters back in the day affordably if you were buying stuff to cook with, which everyone was.
What a cool way to do it.
Yeah, it was usually, I'd say, Mlaze, in the early 80s, I just remember them being blue. Yeah. So this is going to be first choice, the little kitchen tin. I love it because it is summery. I also like the fact that you've got some little, possibly radishes, rutabaga, turnip thingies, but then an apple.
Yeah.
And an orange slice and so on. So
how they did the apple.
Little tin. The height on this is 6 inches and the diameter is 5 1/4. Okay. So size wise, that is what you're looking at if you need a little kitchen tin. Next up is totally from my personal collection. I kept a piece of pottery this weekend, which meant I had to sell what was in the place.
Get it out. That's right. Do you want some more coffee?
No, I'm good. Thank you, babe. I'll be up all night. Thank you.
You're doing good. You're doing good.
Yes. So this is from a personal collection. I love it. And most of you will recognize the little parfait dish is Hazel Atlas from the 40s. It is a platone. What do they call it? A plantone. No, modern tone. God, I wrote it down. Modern tone platinite. That's what it is. I always forget. Modern tone platinite. It's fired on pink glass from the 40s. And then I put this little head right here because I thought it just looked so cute. It gave her just a little body or something. And this is a head from Pier 1. Hi, Angie. So I love the fact that I do have an old piece coupled with, I don't know if it's vintage yet, but it's not new. But Pier 1 sold these little heads once upon a time. So, and the head is just a little ball, which is cute. It is kind of weighted, so it's meant for it to sit like this. So those are the two choices. You've got my little kitschy head on the Hazel Atlas little modern tone parfait dish, or you have the kitschy little kitchen tin from the 1960s. So those are your choices for $15. And I think they are a lot of fun. Both pieces are great. And again, this one is hard to see go because I've had it for a long time. But at the same time, I just like the setup. And if you like, them separately, clearly you can do whatever you want with these. But I'm selling them together because that's how I had them displayed in my house for a long time. So all right, guys, I'm going to start a countdown. I see your bids. Thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight, supporting small business on YouTube. Here we go. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Looking for the bid end. Thank you guys so much for the bids. Congratulations.
I think I'm going to miss that little head when it's gone.
I will miss it too. I have loved this thing. Yeah, I've had her up in my display for quite a while. So Yeah, I'm going to miss her too.
She likes to play bocce ball.
You could play bocce ball with her. She's round and she rolls. So there's my bid in from Holly Parker. Thank you so much, Holly. Okay, Coco Girl at 22, love. Would you like the kitchen canister or would you like the little Hazel Atlas piece? Just let me know. And then Susan Arvivu at 21, you're right behind Coco Girl. You're 23, Arvivu came in right after the bid in, doll. So we'll go Coco Girl and then Arvivu. And was there anybody else, babe? Was that it? Okay. Coco Girl's taking the head. I don't blame you. Thank you so much. And Arvivu, if you want the 10, just let me know or you can say pass. All right. Congrats, ladies. Thank you so much for the bids.
Awesome. All right. I have a glockenspiel or a xylophone, and I absolutely love it. It is vintage. I couldn't find for sure date, but 50s is what I'm thinking. It could be early 60s, but I really think 50s. Made in Japan, and it is all wood and metal. And this is the 17-note xylophone, so kind of for beginners or for kids. But I do have new old stock little mallets, rubber mallets to go with it. So it's really cool for practicing for the little kiddos, or if you just want to display it, obviously it would be a really fun display. So you've got the notes all the way through there, as well as the numbers with the notes, probably for like a play along type of thing, or depending on how you're teaching the music on that one. But so all of the notes are labeled, even the flat and all of that. And then it has a really nice sound. So I'll just use one mallet. Oh, you got to hold it flat. Sorry.
So I love that the black keys are definitely kind of the minor sound, kind of like a piano.
Yep.
That's excellent.
Yes. So if you know how to play the piano or know just a little bit of that, you can definitely play some fun melodies on here. And then you can just slide your little mallets in the side and put it away. So it's one that you can definitely just have out and have on the ready to play with.
Great for grandkids too.
Yeah, and they're very collectible, about $50 to $60 on these when they're complete like this. I did just notice there's a couple of nails down here that you see they're kind of pulling out. I'll tap those in. They'll probably actually just push in, pretty much push in, but I'll tap those in so it's nice and tight.
For sure.
But yeah, really nice condition for that being wood from the 50s. Let's get it to focus. There we go. And you can even get crazy and turn it into a shelf, anything you want to do with it, for sure.
I love that. Yeah, that is super cute and such a fun relic too, especially, like if you displayed it with Zippy by Monkey, wouldn't that be so cute together, like for a kid's vintage toy display?
Yeah, make Zippy hold one of the mallets and just sit there with it.
Oh yeah, 100%. That'd be so cool.
And yeah, it measures 14 inches long. And so 17-note xylophone from the 50s, made in Japan, nice condition with new mallets. Thank you guys.
Awesome. Great piece, babe. And that's fun, different. I think that's our first xylophone ever.
It is.
Yeah, that's really cool. All right. So as you know, a while back, I picked up some most excellent guidebooks and I'm still getting through them. So I have more. Just wait. Starting these at $12 for choice. First one up is teddy bears. And this one is really sweet because it goes literally from Teddy Roosevelt, popularizing the teddy bear to every brand of teddy bear you've ever heard, plus famous bears like Smokey the Bear, Winnie the Pooh, homely bears that are unassuming, big bears, small bears, old bears, new bears. And literally it's the most comprehensive book on vintage teddy bears I have ever seen. And so many cute ones inside. Hugs of welcome. We have old advertising that also had teddy bears in the mix. And then we have a lot of color pictures of bears, teddy bears ancestors, and other different kind of bears like panda bears. Let's see here. Smoking bears. The sleepy time bear is even in here. The one from Celestial Seasonings Teas. Father of the teddy bear. Of course, we talk about Teddy Roosevelt, who made the first teddy bear. And then, of course, it goes into Stife, which like is the luxury teddy bear that we all love. But then Ideal also made their own version of the teddy bear. Imported teddy bears, adventures of particularly the Roosevelt Bears cartoons, which are pretty cute. And then you recognize this little guy, the tale of Teddy Bright Eyes. He's like the sleepy time bear that they totally made into the tea bear. So anyway, lots of excellent info on how lots of bears came about. Paddington also is in here. Yes. You name it, it's in here. So it's a pretty fun little book to go through. I had no idea. So many different renditions of bears. And of course, the Teddy Bears Picnic. And if you've ever heard that old song, Teddy Bears Picnic, so cute. Okay. So anyway, we can talk about bears all night. I love it. Teddy Bears Guide and History book is first. Then we have, cookie jars. And dang, this is a good one. It's Cookie Jars actually book 2. So if you have book 1, this is more up to date and comprehensive, but still really dated as far as values, of course, and these are going to be off. The this particular book is from 1997. And I love that we have, the jack-o'-lantern on the front. And literally it goes into every type of cookie jar possible and every brand, from Roseville to Twin Winton to American Bisque. Look at all of the cute Twin Winton ones. When I first started selling, I sold a lot of those.
Yeah.
So many cute ones too that I didn't even know that they had made. So lots of great ones there. And then Shawnee pottery. We have a whole section on Shawnee cookie jars. Regal China, Pottery Guild, Puritan. Oh my God, my grandma had the chickens that were made by this brand. How crazy is that, right? So
no, I didn't.
Right. I absolutely look at the ice cream cone and the Coca-Cola, Maurice of California. Holy cow, I've sold a bunch of those as well. Imperial porcelains, Homer Laughlin. Look at the Snoopies. Anyway, this is very comprehensive. Duran of California, D. Lee of California, which also later became known as DeForest, which we have sold a ton of. Wonder Woman, Raggedy Ann, Froggy Wintercorton, Superman, Christmas trees, cookie jars I've never even seen, and I thought I had seen them all.
Hold on, Sarah.
Yo.
All yours, Susan. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Later.
You're great. Oh my gosh. This cookie jar I found at the estate sale this weekend, and I'm bringing it next Sunday. So how crazy. Anyway, fun to go through cookie jar guidebook. It's a paperback on this one. Okay. Next up, again, we all love these guidebooks because they're so nice at helping us identify stuff that we find when we're out. Hi, G Goats. Welcome in. So this is the Fisher-Price guidebook from 1931 to 1963. This one, all color, Fisher-Price, you name it, it's in here.
You really wanted to keep this one.
Yeah, I'll probably kick
it. I was like, no, I didn't say that. I said, you should keep it. She's like, no, I won't.
Yeah, I mean, there's, oh my God, the post-World War II era Fisher-Price toys, the whole Disney line of Fisher-Price toys. I've never even seen those. Look at the Easter ones, the bunnies.
Nice.
Again, more Disney characters. Choo Choo Local. dogs. Oh my God. And then it talks about the founder of Fisher-Price and his family, the factories that they had here in the US and how they were produced. Of course, Fisher-Price is a famous US toy company. Yeah, so just this is such a good book. I'm not even kidding. Hi Tiff, welcome in, girl. So love that one. This last one is composition and wood dolls and toys. So I had a composition doll book that I sold last week or the week before, I can't remember. This one is slightly more comprehensive and up to date, especially with the wooden toys, which there is also some racist imagery in this book with some of the dolls. And that is from the composition dolls. So just be warned if you get this one, there's going to be some stuff that's unsavory. However, you can always rip those pages out and keep what you want, leave the rest. Oh, look at old Popeye. Look at these old wooden toys. I have never seen these. Never seen these. So, very cool. Charlie Chaplin, Davy Crockett.
Look through this book tonight.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. And then of course it goes into a lot of the composition dolls, and lo and behold, look what I did find. Mary Hoyer dolls, which is one of the dolls that I sold last week or the week before, I can't remember, but it was neat because that was a new doll company to me, and it was actually included in this book.
That's cool.
So, composition wood dolls and toys is the last book. Amazing. If you are a doll or toy person, this is a very good one. So those are going to be your choices. I'm going to start a countdown. I see Lisa's in at 14. Here we go. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That is correct, Sarah Lee. She is in the book as well. She has a whole page dedicated to her.
That's awesome.
Looking for the bid in. Thank you, friends. These are such excellent guidebooks.
Are we done with that pile, or I think we still have a few more, don't we?
I think there's just a few more. Not many, but there's a few more. Yeah. All right. Robin Watson, congratulations. There is the bid in from Holly Girl. Lisa Day, your 17 came in after the bid in. So, Robin, cookie jars, Fisher-Price, dolls, or bears.
Okay.
And then right behind Robin is going to be Lisa.
And then Trippy.
And then Trippy. Okay. So let me know, friends, what you want to do. So in that order, Robin, Lisa, and Trippy. Thank you, girls. Appreciate the bids. And can't go wrong with a good guidebook.
Right.
Love these. So good. All right. So we will wait to hear from Robin and then Lisa. Robin said Fisher-Price and cookie jars. Good choice. Awesome. Those are coming to you. Got you for Fisher-Price and cookie jars.
So Lisa, let us know on the last two.
Lisa, I have the teddy bears. No worries. No worries, girly. Okay. And then Trippy is passing. Okay. All right. Fantastic. Thank you, friends. If anybody wanted these last two, teddy bears or composition and wood dolls and toys, just let me know. Thank you, guys.
Perfect. So this next piece was the piece that I wanted at that last estate sale. And mind you, we had Roseville, we had Carnival glass, we had so many Van Briggle pieces, vintage toys, all that stuff. Hey, Trina, you're just in time.
Happy birthday, Trina.
She's full of cake. Right on.
Heck yeah.
This wonderful bowl. So Susan RVV wants those teddy bear.
You got it, RVV. Thanks, Paul.
This bowl was in the photos, and I didn't know for sure who made it, all that stuff. And what's amazing is I still don't know for sure who made it. However, it is silver plated, so it's a nice silver plated. I gave it just a little bit of a polish on the horns, and even down here we've got the little sack down at the bottom, and on both sides you have a stamp or an etching for signatures. So on this side you have G, and on this side over here you have an A and an R, I believe. But anyways, he is the bull in the banderia stage. So the stage 2 of bullfight is when they would put these in the back, so that way they could definitely get him down on the last phase, which is where you go, "Oi," and you get him to go through, and you can get him. So with the history of that, of course, I didn't really care for it. Kind of made me sad thinking about the bull, but it is an iconic design. And what's great is it's been redone and redone and redone. This is just the sculpture. So it's actually the historical sculpture of the bull in distress in the middle of a fight. And then they it was so iconic, they started making like toothpick holders. So you have a hole down here. Some of them, you even have these pieces that actually come out. So I do believe this is early 60s, most likely early on when that style was kind of coming in. And I do believe it is from Spain. I just do not know the actual maker, but we do have the actual maker's mark, and they're very professional, and the sculpt itself is excellent.
Gorgeous.
Yeah, you can see the horns are sharpened and nice and polished, and also the hooves. So I wanted to show those hooves. So you have the texture all around, but then they definitely try to get a nice smooth for the horns, hooves, as well as the undercarriage. So
The
yeah.
undercarriage, yes.
So it's a really beautiful piece, very mid-century, also great for modern decor.
Yeah.
Yeah, look how it just kind of stands there and just has a really good look to it. And then that sterling silver, of course, you can polish it up or let it get that patina and keep the patina in there. But yeah, no markings besides the signature on both sides of the rump. And he measures right about 5.5 inches by 6.5. So 6.5 inches long, and it stands pretty high up. And I think he would just look really great with some of your more folksy stuff, but also like mid-century, he definitely goes in nicely. Yeah, with that lamp, actually the one back here, yeah, I had it actually sitting in front of the lamp earlier, and it does really look nice with those kind of modern looks.
Yeah. Such a good piece. This is one of the ones too at this particular estate sale we had circled, and we're like, we got to get the bowl.
I was
So
like, I need it. And thank you, Tiffany. Tiffany was the one that was able to snag it for me because we were looking at the pictures. She really wanted this bag, and it was like maybe 2 feet away from the bag in the picture. So she grabbed the bag, threw my bull in the bag, and now we have a bull. So
bull and bag.
we love it. He's a really cool guy, and these guys aren't cheap. They on eBay, they're listed over 100, nothing under 100, because of that sterling silver and the sculpt of it. Very sought after and very nice quality as well.
The fur too, I think they did a beautiful job with the texture, getting the fur right, getting the movement right. And yes, it is kind of sad with the whole bullfighting situation for the bull. But it's, it's steeped in long tradition and history of their country.
Yeah,
So
yeah, it's a big thing in Spain, and yeah, very iconic. So thank you guys so much. I will bring it back for the recap. Otherwise, he will go to eBay, and I'm excited to see what he does there. Thank you guys.
So I have vintage wrapping paper, and I am such a nerd for vintage wrapping. Anybody that knows me knows I love to try to snag any of the cool old designs of ephemera, whether you use this as wrapping paper, you use it for scrapbooking, or whatever decoupage fun crafts you're doing. Oh, these are so fun. So I am actually going to do a quick claim on 3 different lots of the wrapping paper. So I will give you a price and a letter to claim at the very end. Okay, so I'm going to show it all to you first. So first up is a birthday and Christmas lot. And we have Ziggy. I love Ziggy. This is like a whole strip of Ziggy and rainbows. So cute. And another piece right here of Ziggy. And then in this lot, you are getting cowboy happy birthday paper. Looks like this at one time was forget me not, and it's printed on recycle paper. How about that? So super cute, new in the package. Cowboy wrapping paper, so great for kiddos or adults. And then we have some dinosaur happy birthday surprise paper. It looks like this is straight out of the 80s. And then now we're going into Christmas. So this is the Christmas and birthday lot. And all of the papers are coming together in each lot. All right. So this one is so pretty. It is vintage Christmas balls. So good. You've got little skaters and such. And there is a whole piece. Looks like someone wrapped a box in this and saved it after they unwrapped their box. How thrifty.
That's awesome.
Love that. All right. So I'm going to show you these pretty quickly. This is all the Christmas lot. We have definitely some cute mod looking prints. We also have there's 2 sheets of this penguin paper. Then we have some darling vintage Santa wrap. I think there's a couple sheets of this as well, or one big sheet. I can't tell. A sheet of the poinsettias, another sheet of Santa, a sheet of Christmas birdhouses. And then look at this one. This is so cute. This one is nice and thick too. It's all little Christmas birdies with lights. We have some 80s snowflakes that are great with seasoned greetings. And then look at this. Oh, I love these old patterns of ornaments. So good. Again, think scrapbooking, think wrapping. Great for little stocking stuffer wrapping as well. And this is the entire Christmas and birthday lot. That was lot 1. Abby said, found about a 3-inch thick stack, grandma stashed some point. Little happy day. Oh, I love that, Abby. Yes. There's something about vintage wrapping paper that really evokes a lot of nostalgia, I think, in a lot of us. To just a simpler time. It was your birthday. Everybody loved it.
And back then, we didn't just use the wrapping paper one year. You would, like you said, fold it back up and use it the next year.
With it. Absolutely.
Like 3 or 4 Christmases, you see that Christmas paper. Yeah.
Yes, I agree. Such a good idea. Be used in frames with Christmas pictures. That can be your border in the background of a frame. All right. So this next lot is going to be all wedding and baby. All right. All vintage. So I'm going to show you these pretty quickly. We have a stained glass wedding pattern. Again, if you're making an album or you have someone in the family that is getting married, this is the best to use vintage paper. Again, in the scrapping, look how cute this one is. I love this.
I like the green.
I know. The green is darling. Got little rings and stuff. And then, oh my gosh, this one's so cute too. More bells and doves. Again, great for scrapping, journaling, what have you. This one is my favorite. There are 2 sheets of this. Look how groovy that is. With the pink and blue and green. And then you've got the old, like, nostalgic wedding couple. More of the wedding bells. More wedding bells. More of the silver and white music notes with wedding bells. This one is pretty. It reminds me of a currant paper, and it's like pearly looking. It's kind of pearlized. Then we have baby shower. After the wedding, then somebody's going to have a baby, undoubtedly. We have an entire pack of just cute little hearts that are purple. And then look at this. I love this too. That would be cute for Valentine's Day. Also, it's tic-tac-toe on metallic paper, whole sheet of that. And then we have some little wedding bears. All right. So all of that is going to be lot number 2. Okay. And then lot number 3 is just all occasion. It could be for anything. It could be birthday, just an everyday I'm thinking of you kind of gift. But these, again, great for scrapping. So we have a cute little calico print. We have a sheet of strawberries.
Cool.
We have, bear with me here. I love this. Just a really pretty floral pattern on a metallic kind of silver. Lots of flowers and plants. Great for summertime. We have a more masculine sheet of vintage wrapping paper that has some pheasants and such on it. Yes, like that. This is a set that came with a little card, and it's kind of like a pastel, colorful, southwestern pattern. Really pretty, and has a little card that comes with it. We have some florals like tulips in bouquets. Look at this one. I love this. This is so groovy, 70s. Daisies and flowers. I think that one would be great in a sheets.
I like it on the red.
Yes. This is just some little yellow roses and ribbons. Another strip of the green calico. I love this. This is a whole sheet of brightly colored little, I'm sorry, butterflies. Yoy. Another sheet of the metallic florals and plants. Another sheet of that pattern. And then, oh my God, look at this. This is the cutest. There's like a whole sheet that's been used of this, but it's in great shape. So cute little 1960s ladies. I love that one. That is included. Also, these kind of remind me of the Charmin girls. Look how sweet these are. This little gal has a cat. So cute. So you have a sheet of that. And then we have fruits and flowers. Very 1980s pattern of berries and apples. We have I love this, a masculine new old stock set of wrapping paper with male accoutrements.
Nice.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
And then some more flowers, butterflies and flowers, and another package of new old stock florals. So that is the all occasion set. Again, if you're crafting, scrapping, you like vintage wrapping paper, what have you, these lots are for you. So I have 3 lots you can claim. The first was birthday and Christmas. The second was wedding and baby. And the third is all occasion. Okay. So if you're interested in any of these lots, the price is going to be $16 and put in the letter P for paper. 16 letter P. You're getting a lot in each lot. Haha. A lot in each lot.
A lot.
Letter P. This is the wedding and baby. And this one is birthday and Christmas. So again, lots of fun to use these letter P. And you can take whichever lot you would like. Robin, let me know if you would like Christmas, wedding and baby, or all occasion, or you can certainly take them all, no pressure. And then if anybody else is interested, letter P, 16 on each lot. Thank you so much, Robin and Joy. And I will wait to hear from you. Oh, Angie said mom painted those vintage wooden ornaments. Yes. We had a ton of those, Angie, in the 80s too. Yeah, I think we all grew up with those, right?
Yeah.
All right. So I will wait to hear from Robin what you want to do. I'm going to throw it back to David. Thank you, Robin. Congrats.
So I have a few paperweights, and these I've never seen in the wild or out picking. Robin's going for all occasions and Christmas.
You got it, girly. They're yours. Thanks, Saul.
And so I'm choicing these out. They're both from that estate sale, and they were very selective on which pieces they picked and kept out. And so I'm going to show each one. Let's start with this one here, because this one has just a little, like a scratch in it right in here. There you go. You can see it right there. This is actually from the 90s, late 90s by Silvestri, but this was made in China. So we've got our sticker on the bottom, made by Silvestri, very high-end stuff, and at that point they were making some in China. This has just the most beautiful flower, and I'm going to get in really close. So it's a nice solid glass orb with that nice single flower, pink mottled with some whites, and the detail on these are just insane. Getting in close, you can definitely see all the detail all the way on the bottom. Even you have like the greenery, looks like leaves in there, and then of course the Bullicante is just kind of scattered throughout. But yeah, I love the color of that. It's kind of like a underneath you have almost a darker pink and then like a peach almost on the inside with a little bit of white. And you even have the little thistles or whatever on the inside still sticking up there. This one here is 3 1/4 inch diameter and a nice flat bottom. So I'll put white behind it just so you can see it's kind of coming in gray, but there you go. Really beautiful piece there. And then this one here doesn't have a marking on the bottom, but I was able to look, and I'm 99% sure it's made by Baccarat in France. And you've got that beautiful millefiore, and it's very precise. So I'm going to show the bottom millefiore first so you can kind of get in there and see all that detail. And that's just on the bottom side. And what I like about it is that layer just kind of floats in the clear. And then when you get up top, you've got the reds, and that's like a blue green under there. And then of course that really nice stark white. And yeah, look at the shapes. Thank you, V. Yeah, they're just really beautiful. Nice solid pieces. This one's 3 inch diameter, and of course flat bottom as well. So nice to put
Yeah.
of course, on a desk or in your glass collection, but we like to sprinkle these around in different displays,
Mhm.
and they can definitely fit the mood depending on what you're doing. So yeah, just $26 each, and they are considered like the high end paperweights. Let me. That's awesome. No bubbles. Yeah. Well, then let me check. Yeah. Let's see. So I see one itty bitty bubble in there,
Yes.
but
And
yeah,
what's
it's very.
gorgeous, I love that millefiore candy style and how they cut those tiny little pieces. The craftsmanship that goes into these is kind of mind-blowing.
It
Yeah.
really is.
Paperweights, but have some similar to these. Yeah, I know, Lisa. I love these. I have
They're
one very similar to that Millefiore one too.
yes,
Yeah.
yes, and yeah, they're just nice and solid, nicely sculpted with like deliberation. You know, they deliberately wanted to make these designs, which I do like. That you've got the bluish green right in the center, reds, and then the whites, and then all the way around the edge to just make just a really beautiful piece.
Oh God, it's
Get
so
lost in
pretty.
there.
Those are great. That
Yeah.
one would even be pretty for Christmas because it's like greens and whites and reds,
Oh,
you know?
true. Yeah, it does have a nice Christmas look to it.
It does.
Yeah.
Oh, that pink flower too. What a
Yeah.
stunner.
Just an amazing piece. Look at this.
She had a nice collection of these, and those were the two we grabbed out of her collection
Yep.
that we thought were the most beautiful.
Yeah, desirable. Yeah, they're very pretty. So yeah, 3 inches, a little over 3 inch on this one, just $26 each, and yeah, just beautiful additions for your glass collection.
Gorgeous. Yes. Guys, we are so close to 100 thumbs up. If you have not thrown a thumbs up on the broadcast, would you mind doing so right now? Thank you, thank you, thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you. So I am going to bring my piece of Roseville. I really deliberated on what pieces to get. And I will tell you, this is the one that really spoke to me. And also I felt like was valuable and just really interesting and stunning. So let me tell you about it. Honey, I'm starting this at 40. This piece dates to 1943. So it is 40s Roseville. And can we just talk about this epic Art Deco style? They call this the cornucopia vase or cornucopia pitcher. But look how this is stair-stepped on down. It is in particular just absolutely beautiful. The magnolia design is what it is named, and you will find the magnolia pattern in this really beautiful blue or in brown. Now, I will tell you the blue is going to be the more valuable of the two because of desirability and rarity. So what I love about this too is you have kind of a rosy little section of this piece. Color wise, I think it's stunning. The blue does sort of ombre fade in and out, as do a lot of different Roseville hand painted items. Of course, here is your bottom. And you can see there is pretty heavy crazing on this piece because it is 1940s. So we've got Roseville, USA. And if you are a collector that likes the numbers or the models, it's 182-5. Again, comes in brown or blue. So beautiful shape, very pretty, interesting design, great art. You know, I feel like Roseville really had a knack for mixing Art Nouveau and Art Deco into their own thing.
Yeah,
so
totally.
Quite stunning, great shape. Of course, no chips, cracks, repairs. And it's just lovely. So thank you so much, Phil, for your bid. I appreciate you. I know you are a Roseville collector, which is fantastic. Sarah Lee, I agree. The pastel really spoke to me in this. They had such a massive Roseville collection. It was hard. And the pieces that I was going for got scooped immediately, which were some sunflower pieces, and I had this one circled. So I didn't get everything that I came for, but I did get this one, which was on my list. So it's just really cool. I'm very happy with it. Thank you, Phil, for your bid. Let's counter down. If anybody else wants to get in, we're at 40, looking for 41. Here we go. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Looking for a bid in on my 1943 Magnolia Roseville Art Deco cornucopia vase / pitcher. It is a little ewer, and oh, it's just stunning.
It is.
Mm-hmm.
All right, congrats, Phil.
Congratulations, Phil. It is awesome. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Awesome. Though yeah, as soon as I saw that you got that, and that stuff that's funny is at the estate sale that we did, because we all split up, I had a whole table full of stuff. I didn't know Sarah had a whole table. So like we both had whole tables and we were like kind of looking at each other's, not realizing it was ours. So once we found out, we were like, wow, we got everything we wanted except for a few things.
Yeah.
So I have some barware, and it's a fun little choice. This is a really nice condition, a little different than some of the leather wrapped decanters I've seen. You have more of like a crushed look, almost like brutalist with in like a Spanish revival. But you've got the little divots there or rivets, and here you've got its collar, so it does snap on and off. And on there it says whiskey. So obviously you would want to put your whiskey in there.
But if you don't like whiskey or use whiskey, you can snap it off, and it can be for anything.
Right, snap it off. I love the emblem up here, or the crest there. This is made in Italy, and right here it says Verapelle or Pele, and that just means leather, real leather on there. So it is real leather in the green glass, so it's all wrapped, and very popular in the 60s. The topper is in great condition, no mold or any issues. Just a rinse out was all you would need if you wanted to use it. But in a display, I think it's really cool, just the design itself. And if you don't like the crest or the emblem, you can always just turn it that way. It would look nice, and just spin this like so. So
nice.
That guy right here is about 11 inches tall.
And that weird wrinkled leather shrunk into that bottle is just so 60s. I love it.
Totally. And I love it on the topper too.
Yeah.
And then this guy, I had to grab. This is Knott's Berry Farm and Ghost Tours. This was a souvenir from the 60s, Buena Park, California. And
Ghost Town.
Ghost Town, yes. I love the fact that it does have the Ghost Town on there. And then all the way around, you've got the different little iconic things having to do with yeah, you got.
What does it say underneath that? Something camps.
This one is Gypsy Campsite.
Gypsy Campsite.
Ooh, big stuff, big stuff. And then Independence Hall. Oh, look at that star, that little atomic star. I like
Uh,
this guy. He is, what's his name? Whittles. Whittles. And there he
he's
is.
a whittler. That's nice.
Yeah.
Oh, do you remember going, if you're a Missouri person, you would have gone to Silver Dollar City as a kid, and they had those wooden train whistles and they were hand whittled.
Yeah,
So I'm betting that's what that guy is.
I bet it is. And then Fiesta Plaza Village, and down here Log Ride.
Ooh, log ride, hot dog.
Log
I bet
Ride.
there's some water involved at the end.
Yeah, so great. And it's, it's an ice bucket. Obviously, you don't have to use it that way. You can use it for candy too, or just display it. But it's got the 22 karat gold for the gold overlay. And yeah, great black as well. It hasn't gone through a dishwasher and very iconic. So I just had to grab it just because I know some of you have probably gone there when you were kids,
Oh
and it's
yeah.
fun to just have something from back then. So this guy is about 5 inch tall, 6 inch diameter, and yeah, just asking $16. $16, very collectible. Little,
Okay, I have a question for my Californians. Is there more than one Knott's Berry Farm? I probably could Google this and find out, but I want to know from you guys.
so
Is there more than one? Because I could have sworn Knott's Berry Farm was like somewhere in like Pennsylvania or something.
yeah, I think there's more than one. It was like,
Okay.
but I've never been either.
Okay.
Oh,
So it is
March,
in
no.
California. I did not know. Just one. Okay.
Oh,
KP said no,
okay.
just one.
Well,
All
that's good to know and I'm guessing it's still around. Nothing happened with fires or anything. Hoping.
I
Um,
was, for whatever reason, I was thinking it was an East Coast thing. So it's actually California. Okay, good to know. I just learned that. Thank you.
Very
Yeah,
cool. Well,
very
just
cool.
$16. If you don't have a home bar, here you've got a home bar start. You've got the gold and black, and I like what Sarah said for Halloween. Definitely a nice Halloween display. Put the
Yeah.
Halloween candies in there.
Oh my
Um,
gosh.
like
Yes,
the
that
blood
together
Kool-Aid.
actually
Yeah.
really cool. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, $16 for choice. I don't see any interest, so we will bring these back for the recap.
Okay, excellent.
And we learned about Knott's Berry Farms today.
Oh, Alex, I totally get that. Yeah. So we had in Missouri, we had Worlds of Fun, which had a kind of a psychotic panda as its mascot. And then we had Silver Dollar City, which everybody called Steal Your Dollar City. And it's still there. Both of those are still there. And then up in Denver, we have, what is it? Elitch Gardens. Elitch Gardens. And then I think there's also a water park, or maybe the water park is Elitch Gardens. I can't remember. One of those. But yeah, Montezuma's Revenge. Yeah. And then, of course, we have Casa Bonita. So. All right, y'all. So moving right along, let me get out my quilt before I forget. This is so cute. I've got my fishies laying down here on it that sold earlier. Let me get my little fishies off here. I'm going to show you my quilt. So first of all, this quilt is in as is shape. But it's one of those that I feel like would be a pretty easy refurb. And that is why we snagged it. First of all, this pattern is just darling. I'm starting this at 55. And the reason I'm starting it so low is it has a few little places that need to be repaired. Okay. This is called a postage stamp quilt. It's the size of the 1 to 1.5 inch squares throughout the whole thing. Could you imagine sewing every single one of these squares? You'd lose your mind. Like that would be the most crazy handiwork ever, but people did it. So this one is made with old feed sack material. So it's likely 40s. That's all I've got on Era. But let me show it to you. And I did measure it. It is 90 by 76. So it's pretty much perfect for a queen, also perfect as a couch cuddler. Let me show you the areas that really just need some love. And a lot of the little squares, where did it go? Bear with me. Right. See how they're just kind of split and then you can see a little backing through it. Honest to goodness, they either need to just be sewn up or perhaps replaced. And of course, you don't want to mess up the era or authenticity of this. It is all hand pieced, every single bit of this hand sewn. There is no machine work in this whatsoever, which is kind of crazy when you think about it. Now, the best part, it's like a lovely deep purple on the back side. And then let me get you up close on those stitches. You can see that those are all hand stitched. Pretty crazy. Also, a few of the stitches, of course, have come undone in a few places. But look at this material. Is that not just the best? The thing that I really enjoy about these old quilts is they are soft. They have been worn and washed so many times. They take on just a yummy, soft feeling, which I love. So here towards the center, we have this is really the area of probably the worst damage right here. For whatever reason, this fabric did not hold up super well. So you have some slashes in it. But again, it's not abundant. It's mainly towards the inside of the quilt, right? It's mainly on that little blue 2-strip section. You can see the rest of it is in pretty darn good shape. Yeah. So that's why I was like, I think if somebody that sews or is handy or doesn't mind some age-related damage, which is really what it is. It's just been washed and loved so many times. Literally, the fabric is just wearing out. But the great thing is the backing is good. And the batting on the inside is nice and thin. So for like a summer comforter, this would be excellent for a picnic. It would be so cute also for like a family photo shoot. If you're going to go have any photos taken or you're going to a family reunion, it's a soft, yummy quilt you could lay out, have a great picnic on, or put it on a bed and display it. Makes it much cuddler. And again, measurements on this guy, 90 by 76. Now, the postage stamp pattern was really popular in Pennsylvania Dutch culture, but they called it, I wrote it down, what did they call it? Trip around the world or rainbow. So those of you in the quilting world probably know it as a postage stamp, but it's also known as rainbow because usually they would graduate just like this one is done. They would graduate the colors, and it does make a really sweet little rainbow of sorts. So I'm going to start a countdown. Thanks, Robin, for your bid. If anybody else would like to get in on this, again, the backing is solid purple. There's no stains or grossness. It's just old and worn and needs maybe some new life, or maybe just to be used and loved. So that is going to be up to the buyer. Let's start a countdown, friends. Here we go. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Looking for my bid end.
Phil's comment brings up a good question. So for this coming Sunday sale, we were wondering if you guys were wanting us to bring a little Christmas mingled in with the other thing.
So yeah, we have like some really high-end stuff coming Sunday. And then we also thought about bringing a little more Christmas for Christmas in July. So you guys just give us feedback on that, whatever you think. No wrong answers. Holly, thank you for the bid in. And Robin Cormier, congrats, sweetie. This is coming to you. It is wonderful. So soft. Thank you. Thank you.
Awesome. All right. I've got a couple of fun plastic toys. And these are from the estate sale. And even though there was so much high end, there's still so many fun little things that are nostalgic. So we've got a little wind-up Snoopy. And he does work. What's funny about him is you have nice clean Snoopy on this side, but when you turn him over, it looks like he's just been playing with Pigpen. So he's like a two-tone. There you go. You can see the two different tones. Most likely sitting in the window for years. So you've got one side that is just like perfect, and then the other side a little bit of that yellowing just from sun. Not smoke or anything. It's just sitting in the sun most likely. But it's one of those you just wind up and those little toothpick feet go by. So let me show you how he walks. He does work. little feller. There he goes. So Snoopy, he would be great to put in your Christmas collection as well. Definitely have him as a toy in there. He measures right about 3 inches tall and works. And he
Snoop Dogg, get up there. Oh, look how cute he is.
He's really cute, and he does work great. From the 70s, early 80s, made in Hong Kong is marked on the bottom. Oh, look at him. He's trying to show you. Look at her. Yeah, you can listen to that sound. You remember that sound?
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. This other toy that I'm choicing with him is a little bit older. He's from the 60s. He's what is known as a ramp walker, a little piggy with that kitschy face and the eyebrows up. Poor little guy. He doesn't want to be eaten. Don't make bacon out of me.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. And he's got a little stamp on his butt here, and I believe it says Hong Kong on there. Yeah. Hong Kong. And so how the ramp walkers work is, you just put them on a ramp, a level ramp, and there you go.
I love these. Why is that so cute? I don't know. I don't love
know.
it.
Your little piggy wants to come on over. So yeah, you can have Snoopy coming to meet his fun friend. He's just gonna go. He's like slowly sneaking up to him right here. Oh, and they've both fallen over. There we go. It's like kind of backing up, like, oh no,
Yeah.
I don't trust them. There you go.
Oh, like they're gonna meet each other. Okay, that's adorable. I love it.
Just fun little toy. So yeah, they're 3 inches tall, 3 inches long, and just fun plastic toys for kiddos. Great to hold on to put in stockings, but also just fun to have around, because like this guy, all you have to do is give him a ramp to walk down, and of course wind Snoopy up and let him go. Thank you, Gail. I see your bid. Let's go ahead and count down, and we'll have one more Snoopy bacon fight. Here we go. All right, so let's count them down. Thank you, Gail. Looking for 11 or more. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11. Oh, no. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid and come here, boy. Come here, buddy. And Snoopy is the
I don't know why it's so silly to me, but both of them walking together is really cute.
It is. Come on, buddy. He has a pet pig. Why not?
All right. There's the bid from HB. Gail, let us know, girlie. Do you want Piggy or Snoopy? Thank you. Thank you. We hit 100. Many congratulations, friends. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
All right. Well, congrats, Steve. You got another Snoopy coming. He's dirty on one side and clean on the other.
That's right. I agree, Sir Lee. Stress relief, happy toys. Thank you, friends, for helping us hit 100 mods in chat. You guys rock. That's our goal every show, to get 100 thumbs up, and we hit it. So thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Okay.
Thanks, Gail.
I have really cool. Oh, before I forget, during this show, I want to show you guys something. This is not a sale, for sale. This was given to me recently by a friend of mine up in Denver, and she had found him, I think, at Goodwill. It's a stiff little dachshund, and it looks like rainbow. Okay. Well, she gave me with this little dog, this little guy that looks like lamb chop, but it's missing little eyes. And this ear is just hanging on for dear life. So if anybody has glass looking like stiff eyes for a dog, will you let me know if you're a collector or seller? Because I want to find some way. Look at the nose too. I want to try to refurbish this little guy. And he is also stiff. So if we could fix this little guy up, or anybody thinks you could fix him up, please just email me. Okay. That's my PSA with my little stiff dogs.
Help us with our dog.
All right, so here's what's actually for sale. Starting these at $16 for choice. Oh, these are so cool. Okay, so this one is from 1920. It is 105 years old. And this is my book house, which is really closely related to later on Childcraft. Do you guys remember Childcraft, like from our generation? Well, this was kind of an old school version in the 20s of Childcraft. And this one is called In the Nursery. And it has a ton of stories nursery rhymes, etc. There is the copyright at 1920. This one is 25. The other one is 1920. This one is 1925. So 100 years old.
Thanks.
And it has these darling little illustrations throughout. Thank you, Susan Lee. Much appreciated. And you can see this is a list of all the stories and poems. So it's got stuff you've heard of and stuff you haven't. Hi, Karen. Welcome. Thank you for jumping in. So everything from Lucy Locket to The Little Gray Pony, If All the Seas Were One Sea, Johnny and the Three Goats, A Letter from a Cat, The Lion and the Mouse. And all of these, as you can see, have like a little color illustration. And this is such an old set. So this one dates to 1925. Bow wow, says the dog. Mew mew, says the cat. Grunt grunt goes the hog. And squeak goes the rat. Chirp chirp, says the squirrel. Caw caw, says the crow. Quack quack, says the duck. And the cuckoo, you know it's me. So with sparrows and cuckoos, with rats and dogs, with ducks and crows, with cats and hogs, a fine song I've made you. Sorry,
No.
I've made you, my dear. And if it's well sung, 'twill be charming to hear.
Sure.
So anyway, lots of fantastic color plate illustrations in these. Ride a cock horse to Banbury Cross to see a fine lady upon a white horse, rings on her fingers, bells on her toes. She shall make music wherever she goes. Now, I found one rando page in here like this. Okay, just FYI, just found it. But there's everything from like old Mother Hubbard, the precocious piggy. There's a good one. Where are you going to, you little pig? I'm leaving my mother. I'm growing so big. So big, young pig. So young, so big. What? Leaving your mother, you foolish young pig. So
Tell me more. That's a good story.
Like that. The milkmaid and her pail. So anyway, this one is super great. I love the little color illustrations that go along with the nursery rhymes and stories. And here's the cover, by the way. It's really pretty. It says My Book House. You can see the binding is nice. This is the name of the editor. And it's, classic fairy tales. So there's definitely more than one author involved. But look at the little squirrel on here giving them a book, like a howdy. And I love this little guy's hat.
Yeah.
All right. So 1925 book house in the nursery. Or I have this that one was 1925. Sorry. This one's 1920. And this one is called Through Fairy Halls. And there's the binding. Again, you can tell very nice binding. And this one has lists of stories and poems as well. And you can see the copyright is 1920 right there. Okay. So poems and songs. The Cloud, A Boy's Song, The Story of Fairyfoot. Lots of these are actually about fairies. Most of them are fairy tales as well. And it has a little bit of everything in here. Let's see. Lullaby for Titiana, William Shakespeare. So you've got all kinds of different authors, poets, literary figures, and so on that have written things in here. Oh, look at this page. This is really cool. Love those illustrations and how the poetry is written. Such a neat one. Oh, Mr. Moon, we're all here. Honeybug, Thistledrift, White Imp, Weird, Wryface, Billiken, Quidnick, Queered. We're all here, and the coast is clear. Moon, Mr. Moon, when you coming down? Oh, Mr. Moon, there's not much time. Hurry if you're a coming, you lazy old bones. You can sleep tomorrow while the buzz drones. There's not much time till the church bells chime. Moon, Mr. Moon, when you coming down? So anyway, these are great. Came again out of the estate sales per usual. The duty that was not paid. And then I did notice in the back, there were even like some biblical stories and stuff. So they really go through all kinds of different stories. A Czech fairy tale. So both of these are choice. Both are Bookhouse books, which is kind of like old school childcraft from the 1920s. So this one's 1925. This one is 1920. And look at that beautiful fairy on the front. Isn't that a cool illustration? They're just so good. So I agree, Sarah Lee. That was kind of what drew me in. And then I saw the insides and I was like, these are great. Right. So I'm going to start a countdown. Kathy's in at 16. Thank you so much for your bid, Kathy. Here we go. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we're looking for that bid in from Holly Parker. Thank you, girl. Karen, that is so cute that Lala is wearing her Mrs. Claus dress and she has declared she's Mrs. Claus Sparkle 4th of July Princess.
Perfect. We needed one.
Of course she is. She's fabulous in every way. There is the bid in. Thank you, Holly Parker. That's really cute too.
Yeah.
His little granddaughter's a biscuit. She's just so freaking cute. All right. So thank you, Kathy, for your bid. Let me know if you want, we'll just say 1 or 2. Okay. Or you can do both. All right. So thank you, Kathy. Enjoy.
Yeah, those covers are outstanding. And the way that they paired the stories with the illustrations in that time period, just amazing.
Yeah, really cool.
So I do have a quick claim, and I'm going to show what we got. We've got, and this is red and white, if it's coming in a little yellow, light. Okay, so these are new old stock, but they're open. So they have been opened, but everything in here has not been used. So it's a pack of 12, and these are probably from the 60s, 70s, somewhere in there, but they're unused water absorbent wax bottom coasters. So you have that nice texture on the top. I'll show you the texture here. Now this one here has a little bit of like a, I don't know, like a stain, not from use, but just from sitting probably in a closet for years. And then the second one in the pack has the same type of thing, just a little bit of staining around. So those would actually be good for use if you wanted to use them. And then the other 10 are in like really nice condition. Oh, that's cool, Gail. Yeah, they made a lot of different coasters for souvenirs as well as different holidays.
I think they're funny. Yeah.
They are. And what's great is it's a party pack. And so on the back, you still have the original packaging in there. Yeah. It says, Party Papers by Paquet. 12 absorbent coasters, 30 cents. So all 12 are in there with that piece here. And just the 2 of the 12 have a little bit of a stain on them. And this was the original little plastic, so they'll come in that. So these about 3-inch diameter and just so great to display in a kitschy display or give them out as gifts along with some of the other things. So it's going to be $18. Just put in the letter Q for quick claim. $18, and you get all 12 together, including the back part there. So $18, put in the letter Q.
Those are awesome.
Yeah.
Letter Q.
So glad you came.
I like the kitties.
Meow. Meow. So $18 for the set of 12. All right. And I'll just watch the comments, put in the letter Q, or you can just say, I want the cats. And I'll know what you're talking about.
Awesome.
Thank you, guys.
All righty. This choice, I think, is just so cute together. I can't take it. So these are going to be 15 for choice. And I'm going to balance it all together because, dang it, it's so cute together. First up is this adorable Everything's Coming Up mushrooms. And that was the line of this ceramic style. And it's from Westwood of San Francisco. Of course, handcrafted, where all the dandy ceramics of the time were made in Japan. And I actually have the cookie jar that matches this, weirdly enough. Yeah. And I don't have the top. So I used it as a planter. So check this out. You've got the little flower, an acorn, and a leaf on here with the original tag and the original little spoon down in there. Super stinking cute. I had never seen this piece before this small. I had only seen the cookie jar. So it is in excellent shape. That is going to be choice number one. We all love mushrooms. And then you've even got like the little mushy on the top. So good. And I love that it's got the tag. Okay. And then the second choice are these little snail shakers, which are adorable. Look at that face. Hi, David. I'm a snail. What are you doing?
He looks like a sock that just they put googly eyes on type of thing.
My name's Dobby. Would you give me a sock? It's Dobby Snail.
There you go.
So I love these because you've got that groovy floral design. And then look how cool they made the little shell. Really great. It is glazed. Only one side has the color. And these are, of course, made in Japan. Original stoppers. They are numbered. And they are just darling. This one has orange eyes, and this one does not. But look at them together. Oh my gosh, so cute. Look at them together with the little condiment jar. I just think it's the cutest thing I've ever seen. So I like them together. Those are your choices. You have the groovy little mushroom condiment jar with its original spoon. It's a jam jar. It's a mustard jar. You can do whatever you want with it. But I just think that the little snails look so great with it. And that is your choice for $15. Jam jar or snail shakers.
That's excellent. I would put that with the tea, put the sugar in the jam jar and, put cinnamon in one and nutmeg in the other shaker.
So cute. Thank you, Susan Lee, for your bid. I'm going to start a countdown if anybody wants to get in. We're going to keep it moving. Thank you so much, Susan. Here we go. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. Thanks, Karen. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Looking for the bid in. Thank you, Ann Demkin. Thank you, Susan Lee. All in great shape, no issues. And yeah, I just feel like it was kind of like made for each other. It's so cute.
Right.
Thank you. Thank you. I know, Holly, the fact that the sticker's still on is so cool to me.
Yeah.
All right. There is our bid in from Holly and Dimkin. You took the bid, honey. Let me know if you want the snails or if you want the little mushy. Or you can certainly take both. And then Susan Lee, same question to you, my dear, after Anne makes her choice. Thank you, ladies, for your bids.
Awesome. And I think we have, after this, one more round and then a really fun recap. So, guys, stay around. We've got some cool recap stuff.
We are close. I don't blame you, Anne. It's so cute together. Thank you so much, doll. They are coming to you. They're yours.
Awesome. Congrats. Yay. All right. I have another quick claim. And this is an interesting find. And I don't know if do we have any Mercedes lovers out there? Anybody that enjoyed having a Mercedes or still does? This is actually a really cool book. It's a hardcover or hardback book from 1955. And it's actually the first American edition of the Three-Pointed Star, the story of Mercedes-Benz. So it goes through from the beginning, you can see right here, all the way to 1955 or probably 54 on these pieces here. What's great about it is it does have a whole write-up about how the company became and the different things that helped hurdle them forward between race cars and that kind of thing. But you have 80 photographs with the text. So what's nice about that is you can get the history, but also see actual cars that were created during those times. So I'm going to just kind of fast forward to some of the images so you can see. That's cool, Karen. Yeah, we are Toyota car owners through and through. They're reliable, keep them maintained, and they'll just go till they'll go longer than we can.
Yeah, David and I are Toyota people, and that was the only cars my parents would own. So I think you just, kind of passes down. That's so fancy, Karen. You guys had Benzes. Wow.
You got to have that three. Oh,
you're really beautiful. Nice cars. Yeah.
If you guys don't mind, a little bit of barking in the background, lamb chopping Peaches, or I like to call Radar. She has no hearing. They're out there barking some people away. So, but yeah, we go into some of the race cars and the stock cars that they use, and basically they were using the racing time to test their different engines, different cast chassis and all that kind of stuff. So it goes all the way through. All the pages are in great condition. You even have different write-ups on the manufacture dates of different vehicles.
Oh, nice. So it's actually got a guide to the models and the
Yeah.
years.
Yes.
What
So
year was it again?
I'm sorry?
What year was this written?
This was 1955. And
Wow.
it's the first American edition. So the first American edition in 1955 was also the first edition that was made or printed in France, I think. So yeah, it has even pictures of some of the heads of Mercedes and stuff in the beginning stages.
Wow.
And it's a nice hardback. It does still have its dust cover in decent condition, just a little bit of rip. So it's an interesting piece. Love the car itself. $15 on a quick claim. Just put in B for book, B for book, and yeah, you can get this. It's a nice read. It's fun if you are into cars or if you know someone into cars. It's always nice to get some history on some of the more classic vehicles out there.
Luxury cars. So
Luxury
nice.
cars.
All right, Phil, you were the first B, so congratulations, love.
Congrats, Phil. Thank you, Robin and George. Yeah, it even shows you the whole chassis and everything. A really cool book. So thank you guys so much for your interest.
Congrats. That's awesome. It'd be a good one for display too.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I have a quick claim for my last item. I was like, wait a minute, it's recap. I have one more item. And it's a choice between two. I have the Better Homes and Gardens from May of 1942. And we have, of course, all of the most fantastic ads in the back. How to make a damp basement dry and bright at a low cost. And we have these little anthropomorphic weirdos with little legs. These are great. Lots of black and white, also lots of color. Okay, this page kills me. I'll just let you read it. We don't even have to say it. So there you go.
Oh yeah, you don't want to pull.
I mean,
Well, whatever.
No comment.
I have no idea.
Yeah. So there's some good stuff. Again, this is just the ads, and then you get into these really fancy Quaker lace dining cloths. Again, this is Better Homes and Gardens. So you have all the great old school early 1940s ads before the war and stuff. And then you also have some color pages of different paint that you can have on your wall, different patterns you can have on your couch. And then clothing, of course, homes and gardens. So lots of great info. Let's go antiquing. There's an entire section right here that talks about vintage antiquing. Let's see what they say. Uh-oh, no, I lost it. Where'd it go? Okay, let's go antiquing. It says, merrily we roll along on our quest for lovely, usable Americana. Today, browsing through secondhand shops and raiding auctions for our ancestors' old china and earthenware. What to search for, delightful things to do with it when you find it. Hello, fellow antiquers. Here we go again on the Mary Chase. So again, whole article about old school primitives, which is what they were buying in the 40s. I don't know, Karen. I haven't looked at every single page, so I'm not sure, but I'm assuming probably they're in here. Yeah. And it has lots of decor and design style, things that you could do with your room and so on, ways to arrange your furniture, your hutch, dining table, blah, blah, blah. And then here's the back. We have a Ralston color ad on the back. So pretty good shape. It's trying to separate just like right there. But that's really the only condition issue. Otherwise, it's great. So that is choice number one. And that is May of 1942. And then I have August of 1943. Okay. And look at the back of this one. It's Chesterfield for the mildness and taste. And we've got, our U.S. naval captain pimping cigarettes.
Oh yeah,
Again, in the 40s, everybody smoked.
including
This was 43, Karen, and the other one was 42. So worth fighting, planning, and saving for. Portland Cement Association for your headstone. How nice. This shelving does its best. Roylage. Lots of China patterns. Look, here's her with her ration point book.
Oh, nice.
David just sold one of those old school ration books recently.
They're talking probably how to use it.
Yeah. And then it talks about gardening, because of course it is Better Homes and Gardens. Mix your harvest with planting. Look, Coleman's mustard. It's spelled wrong, but it's the same.
We still get the checks.
Yes, right? Too funny. Meat stretcher recipes with ketchup.
That's just like that last thing you had, the meat stretcher thing.
Don't pull it, it said.
Don't pull. Don't
Lenny
pull.
down on the farm. Oh, Lenny found romance. Hot damn. Pearl Harbor's Swift Avengers. Look at this.
Oh, that's frank.
These, of course, are very dated, really fabulous. Oh my God, look at these little boogers. The magic way to give your family its milk each day. And look at the illustrations.
Yeah.
Again, I think these would be so good framed as well. This one is August of 43, and the first one was May of 42.
Okay.
So I am quick claiming these out. If you are interested, it'll just be a fast fingers kind of deal. Oh my God, look at the decor in these rooms. Oh, wow. It is so wild to see the decor from the 1940s and what it actually looked like versus kind of what we think it looked like, or what TV movies have shown us it looked like. Mystery weapon today, your servant tomorrow. Ooh, look at the technology. Ooh, so snazzy. All right, so these are just fun to peruse. They will be for choice $16 each, letter G for garden. $16 each, and then specify if you want May or if you want August. And this one is 43. This one is 42. So May or August. Robin, I got you, doll. Let me know if you would like May or August. And then Geo, same question to you, love. Whichever one you would like. Okay, Robin is going to take August. You've got it. Geo, would you like May? Let me know. And yeah, those are really a lot of fun to go through. So thank you guys. Let me get those written down.
Either one. So congrats, Robin and George.
You got it, sweetie. Thank you so much. Congrats. That was my last round, but wait, we have stuff that was unclaimed earlier. So
yeah. So
I want to start our recap. And guys, you know the deal. If you will type in during the recap the name of the item and the price, that way we don't have any confusion. Thank you so much. If more than one person wants it, we'll do a quick 10-second countdown.
Correct. Thank you very much. And thank you, Holly, for putting that in there. So on my recap, I'm going to go ahead and show you these items first. And so I have 3 of these pieces from the same line. They're the Kenwood line by Shawnee pottery from the 50s. We have the planter with like the 3 feet here, and that is nice and black and white with the fat lava style, the confetti pattern. We have this one here, which is, 7.5 inches long. We have this one here. They're all numbered differently. The same maker. And this one is 11 inches long, a nice console type dish. And then we also have the really nice large flower pot, or if you can use it as a base. And there's Shawnee on the bottom. So they're $18 each. So $18 each if you want just one of the pieces. However, if you're wanting all 3 and you don't need to add one of these pieces to your set, all 3 at 18 would be 54, but I would do all for 48 if you wanted to totally redo a space with these 3 pieces. So you can either do $18 each depending on what piece you want, or you can do all 3 for 48, and you can just type that into the comments. Hopefully that's not too confusing. But I wanted, if you want all 3, obviously I want to give you a little discount on that. So that's that first little bit that I have. I also have these new old stock, really cool little felt coasters. I'll do 16 on those, and there's 12 total in there. 2 of them have just a little bit of a stain, but nothing to really cry about. But yeah, just put in $16 coasters if you're interested. And then I have my beautiful bull. This is a beautiful 60s silver plated bull from Spain. It is stamped on back AR and on this side G, I believe it's a G. And silver plated, just polish them up if you wanted to get real crazy with them. And he measures about 6.5 inches long, asking 58 for him. And he's a very nice Spanish silver-plated sculpt. So just put in 58 bull, and I, of course, will know what you mean by it when you say bull. And this is from our personal collection, really beautiful mid-century, from the 50s, spun fiberglass tripod. And you just turn it on right down here. Great cord, no issues. It's from our personal collection we've had for years. Pass it on, and it measures right about, let's see, where is it? Yeah, 9.25 inches tall. Listing prices $125 and above. So just asking $89 for that. Just put in lamp and 89. Thank you. And let's see what else. Oh, I have these beautiful, probably from the 90s. Really, thank you, Susan. We have the most likely Baccarat right here with that beautiful Millefiore, and that is $26. Beautiful paperweight. Or you can choose the Silvestri, and that is from China in the 90s.
That is so pretty.
Yeah, and this is also 26 with that beautiful pink flower inside. There we go. You can see all that detail.
Blows my mind. Yeah.
26 pink flower, 26 Millefiore. And then we've got, oh, this guy. Yes, you're right, Susan. Most are sterling silver. There we go. You see this one going down the hill? We've got our ramp piggy, and he is $10.
I agree, Holly.
Put in $10 for our little piggy, and he's got the kitschest little face.
Yeah.
And then look what else I had. Trays. Oh yeah, $16 Anheuser-Busch. This is actually a repro of an antique version or a vintage version, older version. This is from 1987. It's 9 by 14, and I'm just asking $16. So just put in Budweiser 16, and I'll know exactly what you're talking about.
Awesome.
Oh, and then just one more round. We have this really beautiful Italian leather wrapped and smushed with the little rivets and everything. Green glass decanter, real leather. And I am just asking $16 on that, which is quite
a good price.
Very good deal on that. So $16 on the decanter and $16 on our Knott's Berry Farm. Really cool ice bucket with the 22 karat gold all over it.
Love that. Hi, Susan Stenstrom. Good to see you, love.
Okay, Susan, we got you for our ramp walker. He's a cool little piggy. So that is everything that I had. So if anything floats your boat, just let us know in the comments. Or if you're watching on the replay, you can just email us at ttbsarahc@gmail.com.
Awesome. All right, fantastic. Let me go into my recap. Bear with me. First item is a very beautiful little mid-century piece of crystal by Bayal, Baye. EL. It is full leaded crystal made in France, very high end. This is an acid etched design made between 1941 and 1969. I was asking 55 on it, which is a great price. I will do 50 so I don't have to send it to eBay. If anybody wants to snag it now, I will do it for 50.
It's a great deal.
Okay. It is gorgeous, no issues, very beautiful finish on this, and a lovely piece of French crystal from back in the day. So 50 on the French crystal. And then I had Zippy. Zippy did not find a home, and he's so sad he wanted to share his banana. So I had Zippy at 44. I will do Zippy for 42 if anybody would like him. He is a little sweetheart. He is the same Zippy from the Ed Sullivan Show, and originally introduced by Buffalo Bob from Howdy Doody. So Zippy the monkey. Okay, Gail is taking Zippy for 42. You got it. I'm so glad Zippy found a home. Zippy, you're going to Galen house and they will love you. And he said he'll share his Nana, Gail.
Mm-hmm.
So that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
He is a very nice monkey, so you will love him. He might need a little bath if you want to whiten up his dingy spot. Okay. So thank you, Gail. I've got you down for Zippy. And then Zippy, you got a home, buddy. I had this Procter & Gamble Crisco 10. It has a little melty spot on the lid. I will do it for 14 if anybody would like it. So Crisco 10, 14 if anybody is interested. And then I had my guidebooks. I had, wait, I think I only had one left actually. Let me look. Let me be sure. I don't want
I think Susan Arbubu claimed something later.
She did. Arbubu claimed the teddy bear one, so that one is gone. This one is left. Composition and wood dolls and toys. $12. $12. And Anne is claiming the 10 for 14. Anne, thank you, love. And yes, if anybody wants my guidebook for composition and wood dolls and toys, it is quite a good one. It does have, unfortunately, some racist imagery on the inside on some of the dolls that they're giving you a price for or whatever. But the rest of it is actually quite helpful and interesting, especially on some of the little wooden toys and stuff.
Yeah.
Some of the stuff I've like never seen. Although that guy, we've sold him multiple times. Yes. Yeah. So $12 on the composition, wood dolls and toys. And then, I had one lot of vintage wrapping paper that was left. Let me find what I have on those. Sorry, guys. Oh, there it is. Okay, it's just the wedding one. The wedding and the baby one. I had these at 16. For the wedding and baby, I will do the slot for 12 if you would like it. So just type in wedding 12 on all of the vintage paper, and you can take this whole stack for $12. Cool. All right, wedding 12. And that is everything for me. So thank you guys for such a killer night. I hope everybody has the best 4th of July. Thank you. Mods, thank you so much for your help. Our girl Lisa is at the beach with her fam, and I'm so glad. I just talked to her a bit ago, and looks like they are having a wonderful time. So love to Lisa, who is gone. And Holly, thank you so much for bid ending, sweetie. Phil and Victoria and Amy, thank you for backing up Holly. Much appreciated. Karen, thank you. I know you're always here to help as well. So yes, super fun, you guys. Thank you so much. Great vibes. We're having such a good summer. The estate sales have just been off the chain. I don't know that we're going to go to any because there's not hardly any to go to this weekend. It's the 4th of July. But I have a ton of stuff coming Sunday. high-end stuff. We've got lamps. We've got Van Bergel shades. We've got all kinds of fantastic, cool stuff coming on Sunday. So don't miss Sunday. It'll be and yes, our Vuvu is a huge help on the Mod Squad now too. That's right. She was the bid ender for one of our sections of the Christmas sale. And our Vuvu, thank you always. Yes. Anybody with a wrench that pitches in to help our sales, we are so grateful for every single one of you. So thank you guys so much. And yes, definitely come hang out on Sunday. Have a super safe 4th of July on Friday. Have fun celebrating, eat a wiener, shoot off a Roman candle, do your thing. And we'll see you back here on Sunday night for a kickin' little sale. So this was super fun tonight, you guys. Thanks so much for being here and supporting small business on YouTube. It means the world to us. We're real people that pay real bills with our income. So thank you. Yeah. Thank you so much, so much, so much. Yes, Gio, the Christmas invoice went out last week. So what you bought tonight, I will combine for you. Guys, just remember on Wednesday nights, we don't send our invoices out until Monday because we combine everything with Sunday night. If you need something immediately from tonight, feel free to email me at ttbsarahc@gmail.com and let me know, and I'll invoice you right away and we'll ship right away. Okay. So if you need something right away, just let me know and we'll make it happen. All right. Have a wonderful weekend, friends. Be safe out there. Peace, love, and vintage. Until next time, we'll see you on Sunday night.
Good night, guys.
Bye, guys. Bye.